Will be best way to put it, having some fun experiences. Also,
man.
your stream is live.
Yes, I know.
Oh, hi everybody.
I had a fix on my settings. Remember?
Yeah. But hello, everyone. Welcome in.
Let me make sure y'all being heard properly.
I can hear us. I'm watching the stream right now.
Cool.
Boy, chat.
Yo, chat, this is gonna be crazy.
God damn it. Oh.
Ember, I work with children. You're the only exception.
That's crazy.
Oh man.
My phone just said your balance is low. Please add money to it. Sorry, I just got paid and all of that went to bills, so I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, I'm done.
All right. So, Riv is going to be here, I believe, shortly. Why am I hearing that? I turned it off. No. There we go. It works. Okay. So, let me just quickly set up the last few things and we'll get started. So real quickly, while we're all here, I'd like you all to make a quick, just in case anyone is watching, do a quick introduction for everyone and we'll get started.
Okay.
One at a time, though.
For those of you who...
I gotta pull up my D.
Okay,
Sorry.
for those of you who are new to this voice chat, as well as the D&D session, greetings, howdy do. I am the Cheese Touch, and I am working on a dinosaur documentary featuring Path of Titans.
And Cheese Touch will be playing the great and powerful Cheese Touch, our great and powerful brute.
How do I do?
Yes.
All right. Minx, you can go next if you'd like.
Alright, so I'm Minx. I am a Dragon Dampier in the Rise of Legends D&D. I'm also the one who's streaming this as well.
Yes.
I'm
All right. Ember.
I'm Embervania. I am a variety streamer. I am playing a rogue.
Okay. And Shadow or V. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's about it.
But anyway, we will, because I don't know how long Riff is going to take, we're going to get started. So, you guys last left off in a situation where you had basically the day to yourselves, though you still had the opportunity to go into town. Okay, good to know. But basically, each of you had been at the inn specifically after a long mission, Most of you decided to spend the night and take some rest, but a lot of you had been offered the opportunity to go to, let's say, do a bounty, if you will. This bounty requirement was that there were apparently the possibility of people going missing in a nearby temple. Also, there was a second bounty where apparently cattle and stuff was going missing, but you guys decided to do the temple one. You had began to move forward in this quest. You walked outside and had ran into a large herd of cattle. These cattle, to some people, were able to understand and communicate with. Others only heard the sounds of cows. And you guys had each been, essentially, if you will, began moving. Some of you had a altercation with one of these cows, but for the most part, the cows did not seem to care very much. You managed to
also
get into this. Yep.
I'm also in debt to these cows.
Yes, we will get to that, Chief's Touch. But essentially, you each had continued traversing through the jungle, made it for a good hour to 2 hour walk. And as you kept going further and further, you had ran into the first little situation. That being, you heard back near the farm, one of the cows, actually multiple of them, making strange noises. Minx was the one to have noticed it, and Cheese Touch, that a massive bird-like creature, much bigger than these cows, who dwarfed you guys, grabbed one of these large cattle and flew off with it. Upon which you decided to hurry and continue through the forest. Upon which you finally made your way to what appeared to be a deserted area of worship. One of you decided to very surprisingly to go up the steps and not check for traps, causing their arms, aka Cheese Touch, to be paralyzed. Upon traversing though, before that, Minx had noticed, well, not Minx, sorry, my apologies. One of our party members had noticed an individual watching you from the forest lines and silently followed. After Cheese Touch's arms were paralyzed from the strike of the arrow dart, which caused a paralysis only in his arms, luckily, you guys had begun to try and figure out the situation. Riff, your party member, had managed to traverse the steps easily. But as they did so, Minx felt a presence in the back of his mind that told him to jump into the water below, upon which Minx was face to face with his brother, the person watching you guys from the shadow, aka Lucian. There was a quick battle between a large goose, Lucian, and the rest of your party. Cheese Touch had managed to gain access to his arms after a few moments, and eventually, just as all hope was about to seem to go in your favor, your party member, Minx, was starting to struggle a bit, and in which an individual entered his mind before he fell unconscious, offering him some help. And in doing such, an individual, some of you have no idea who it is, but one of you in particular does, manage to save you in the act of almost demise, Minx. Upon which each of you were brought into this hellish landscape of either your worst nightmares, past experiences, or so on. In doing such, Minx was offered a deal. In the future, Minx has to offer an item to this individual. In exchange, he will protect them and ensure that they do not die. Eventually, you all come back to your senses. Some of you with items, some of you just merely traumatized. Upon which, as the portal to where Riff had entered, your party member, to escape this dangerous threat of a giant goose, which happened to be his biggest phobia, That point, as you're standing there, Billy the door, the one that was sentient with beautiful legs, sat down and opened again. And your teammate Shadow comes through in their cat-like form. Each of you are still rattled by this experience. And as you all were slowly calming down, that was when you heard the snap of a branch. And that is where we left off. So, this party has just heard a snap of a branch, sounding maybe distant, but getting closer.
And I am instantly going to cast message, assuming that, yes, I have message.
Mhm.
I pretty much cast message and simply contact Tiana and ask, hey, Tiana, we might be running into a pickle. If you could bring some backup like Bubba and maybe the Storm, last I remember, to help out, that would be great.
About 2 minutes after you send the message, no reply.
Well, we're dead.
You guys are standing here, and as you do so, what does the rest of the party do actually while your party members trying to reach out to Tiana for assistance, and the rest of you are able to do what you wish?
I have a question for you.
What's your question?
You never gave me the stats for what I could summon.
My apologies. So the stats are simple. I do have the stats. You just summon one if I remember correctly. Let me just check.
Call it an Ash Knight.
Minx. Sorry.
The Ash Knight. Or the Ash.
Yes. You are just like another individual also has this ability as well as you. You are able to summon essentially a entity of sorts to assist you. His stats are kind of private for now, but I will send them to you once it is time.
Okay.
But for the time being, he is just all you have to really do is just ask for his help when it is needed.
Okay.
Not that you can't just call him like a a dog to stick everyone. It's only for emergencies.
I didn't know.
Now, sorry, go ahead, Mings.
I didn't know that. You're good.
No, it's all right. I should have explained it a little more thoroughly. Anyway, so another snap of a branch could be heard in a tree line. A little closer this time.
Can I do any perception to see what it could be?
Yeah, go for it.
Let me go into my...
Also,
Go ahead.
I try to simply contact Tiana again and be like, Tiana, it would be a good time if you responded.
I rolled an 8, by the way.
You roll an 8. You do not see what it is. What you do know is it sounds not like a bird. That's all you know. But yeah, no. Cheese Touch, you reply again. No reply back. Another branch snaps. Then another. You guys are standing there for a minute. And another branch snaps. Ember, what is it you would like to do in this time?
I think I would like to move over here and just stealth for the moment.
Alrighty. You most certainly do that as you are not in initiative currently. So, Ember, you go and hide in a nice, small, secluded spot. Not massive, but it's hideable. You simply place yourself in this nice, comfortable spot. Comfortable as in probably not the most comfortable. What the hell happened to the map? There. I fixed it. I was acting weird for me. Sorry. So Ember, you managed to go hide. Are you hiding behind the stones? I'm assuming.
Yes.
All right. So you managed to hide behind the stones. Does anyone else wish to do anything at this time?
Can I
Shadow's
use?
just gonna go.
Hmm?
Shadow's
I'll let
just gonna
Shadow
go into
speak
the
first.
grass and rest.
Shadow may go do what they wish. What is it you would wish to do, Shadow?
Rest. That's it.
You wish to
Like
rest?
he's just. Yes, this cat is just gonna chill out and let
Do
them
you go
handle
to a
whatever
higher
they
ground or do you just rest on the ground?
just rest on the ground, like on this grass.
On this grass? Okay. I need you to roll me a stealth check, please.
Yeah. Where are you at, stealth? I rolled a 1.
You rolled a nat one. Oh, I'm going to punch you later. Good to know. As you take a step, V or Shadow, you take a step, and as you do, you accidentally step on another branch. And instantly, the sound of the branch that snapped in the distance nearby now is even closer. Do you guys, what do you guys wish to do? It's getting closer.
I would like to grab my amulet and see if I can cast message a lot further. Like,
All
see
right,
if I
go
could
for
use
it.
it to.
Mhm.
Beg the pardon?
I said, if you would like to, go for it.
Okay. And the message is, "Hey, Tiana, we might be in a bit of a pickle. I suggest that you bring some backup, please."
No
Mostly
reply.
because I.
And I roll
Okay.
a perception check.
Fuck it.
Perception check, go for it.
Who? What is with my luck today? What?
What'd
what
you
is
roll?
happening with my? Oh wait, I do roll with
Advantage.
whatchamacallit, with advantage because of my item.
Yes, you do.
14.
I will say this to you. Shadow, you do sense that whatever is walking towards you is bigger than you. Now, at the same time, Cheese Touch, as you keep trying to message Tiana, your caretaker, your protector for the time being, walks up to you and says, "Hey, maybe we should hide instead."
Who's that?
It is Cassandra.
Cassandra! Okay,
We need to
yeah,
go
good
hide.
idea.
Cassandra
I just-
will actually walk towards Ember and hide in the rubble behind this wall right here where the stairs are. Because there is a large bush blocking from view. So you three hide.
I tactically roll.
Okay. You tactically roll. Roll me a dexterity check, please.
This time I really hope that I fail this one.
Minx, what is it you would like to do?
Ooh, 17. I rolled
17?
a 17 total.
You very gracefully roll into this nice little hiding spot, despite the fact that, it is very obvious. If anything was watching, it probably doesn't even care. Minx, what is it you would like to do?
Sorry, I just came back.
So 3 of your party members are stealthing, and the cat is just laying in the grass. And currently, you have the option of to do what you wish, but it sounds like whatever is in the woodlines that snapped a few branches is getting closer.
Can I run a nature check to see if we're in like any sort of territory?
You may.
16.
This is considered, as you're looking around at the nature around you, you remember those dead bodies, the ones that were hung in the trees, their hearts removed. You also, judging from the area around you, the strange, nicely detailed stairwell that seems to have nature growing around it. The two large pillars that apparently look like gargoyles or small, like large dragon statues, and the silver dragon totem in the center of that across from you, the one that you guys had seen previously. All of it seems like a ritual spot.
Oh.
And as you're piecing it together, you look around and you see some trees. And on each of the trees with the bodies of these people you were looking for has massive talon marks. The same ones that you saw that seemed to look similar to the ones that killed that one dragon that you found.
Great.
This is a sacrifice spot.
Let's not get sacrificed.
Do you wish to do anything else?
crikey.
Do you wish to do anything else?
Religion. Could I see if it's to a specific creature, god, or entity, or...
You most certainly can try. You most certainly can try.
17.
It is more of a sacrificial spot, either to appease something, or it doesn't seem like it worships any god or demon, but more it worships possibly something that lives in the vicinity that they kind of respect as like a god. Most likely, judging from the dragon-like structures and the strange bird and animal creatures that look like real animals that shot the dart into Cheese Touch's butt, it is possible that this is a dragon altar of some sort. Possible.
Great.
Another branch snaps. It's getting even closer. Do you do
Okay,
anything, Ming?
This time,
Is
I
everyone else
would like
hiding?
to roll a perception check.
1 second, Cheese Touch. What were you doing, Minx?
Is everyone hiding, correct?
Only 3 of them. Shadow is not hiding currently.
I'm also
Yeah, I'm chilling.
I'm also gonna do for a stealth, like to hide.
Go for it. Now, what was it you were trying to do, Cheese Touch?
I would like to roll a perception check.
Go for it.
Please be a nat 20. Total of 21.
Nice.
All right. Perception-wise, it sounds big. Maybe about the you're not necessarily certain because whatever it is, it's getting closer, but it's still a little ways away. But you have the feeling you should probably hide, as this feeling you're getting is not like the big entity that just helped you guys. Whatever this is clearly meant to be here as a sign of, if you come here, you're probably going to die. So you have a feeling the best thing you could be doing right now is hiding.
Okay.
That's what you get. Now, what did you get, Minx, to hide?
I got an 11.
I will say you managed to find a nice hiding spot in some underbrush near where you're standing. You do snap a few branches, but nothing too loud, as far as you can tell. Shadow, what are you doing?
Shadow is going to stand up, look around to see where the creature is coming from. So if I could, what would I roll
Whatever
for
this
that to see?
Yes, you may. Actually, I will say, because you had disadvantage, you had the situation where you snapped the branch. It's very obvious where it's coming from. It's coming from this direction. I X'd it.
Where's it coming from? The X? Okay.
Yeah, the blue X. I'll post them up.
Shadow is just gonna stand up. And then, mind you, for everybody else, this is just like a normal meow. But to whatever it is coming this way, he's just gonna be like,
"See you around, piece of meat. I will destroy you."
As you do this,
taunting the creature.
You taunt the creature. All right, Shadow. As you do so, whatever it is, you hear some running suddenly towards you guys. It's not loud. It's not like thunderous steps, but it sounds bigger, and it's getting closer and closer. It's moving fast. Do you hide?
I definitely am hiding, but I also just tell Shadow with Speak with Animals, dude, quit trying to kill us.
Why is that not working? That's why. Got you. No. My app is being stupid again. No, please. Thank you. But yeah, Shadow, it's up to you. Do you hide or do you try to face whatever's coming your way?
Fresh air.
Oh no, we are absolutely facing what's ever happening. The cat standing his ground.
As it gets right between the forest line and where the stones begin, out comes out of the brush. One moment. One second. I gotta get this right. All right, there we go. Out from the brush comes a sheep.
Wait a minute.
The sheep
Why do
Cat
I
is
feel
gonna
like
slowly looks
detect the
around.
sheep.
You want to detect the sheep?
No, attack the sheep. I'm talking about
You want to-
full on kill the sheep.
Minx, I am going to give you. Minx, I'm actually going to give you a chance here.
Hmm.
I'm going to be a proper DM and say this. I need you to roll me a perception check with advantage, please.
For me? Okay.
Because
Meanwhile,
depending
I
on the-
just,
What'd you say?
Go ahead, Cheese.
meanwhile, I just whisper,
Minx first. First, she
Oh.
said.
I had a 15.
What was that, Minx? Okay, perfect. Minx, you have a feeling a Shadow, there's a move, he's probably going to get killed.
Oh. Is there a way I can?
Do you try to warn him?
Yes.
You may certainly try. It's not like you can't talk.
I would try to warn
Actually,
it out of the way, or should I do it?
I will say, Minx, with the roll, you have the time to try to warn Shadow to hide.
Shadow hide. I don't think it's the goat that is making the noise. Well, can I actually say that with the perception check?
Yeah, you can. You can say it loud enough to where they hear you, but whatever the goat hears doesn't.
Okay, then yeah.
Shadow, you have been warned. Do you hide?
Okay. Question, Minx, can you roll me a persuasion check?
Okay.
Ember, you may also, if you would like, try to warn Shadow, as you also have a feeling something is very wrong here.
Does a 10 count?
Yeah, I would also like to roll persuasion.
Go for it. What did you get, Minx, for Shadow?
Persuasion 10.
I got a 17.
All right, I will say that it does work because of that 17. And Shadow,
Thank God.
though he is the bloodthirsty cat, is not dumb enough to try to attack something that, in all honesty, if everybody else is afraid to, probably should turn this another way. And so he is going to use Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, okay. Go for it. As you do this, just as you do this, you hear the goat still making its noises and chewing on some grass, enjoying its life, seemingly calm.
I then just whisper to Cassandra, I feel like I have seen this before.
You hear this bone crunching. You hear the sounds of the goat's final squeals as something clamps down onto it. And Shadow, you see it. It is something that is beyond nature, something that should not exist. It looks draconic, but it's not a dragon. It is very much not a dragon. Large bird-like wings, large snout that seems to be strangely both crocodilian but bird-like. It has quills coming out of its neck and fur down its sides of its neck and a fin underneath its neck. Has two large sails going down the sides of its shoulders. It seems to be some sort of abomination of two creatures into one. And you're standing there. This creature, Shadow, this creature, it's one claw, the one that is attached to one of its wings, could literally stomp one of the cow you had seen earlier, just minutes before. The cow that is even bigger than Cheese Touch, almost a 12-foot cow wouldn't be able to do anything to this creature as it begins to walk, slowly inspecting the area. It stops probably around where the stairwell is. It sniffs around, seemingly looking for any sort of other sustenance. You guys who are hiding, specifically Cheese Touch, Ember, and Cassandra, who is hiding next to you guys, you see some of the jagged teeth with the blood that is on the teeth. You don't really get a good look at it, but it seems to be carnivorous. You see it is long, kind of like a large bird, but it has like large crocodilian teeth and a beak, and that seem to be absolutely terrifying. It's walking around, inspecting the area very thoroughly, and as it's looking, you see about a large yellowish eye, about the size of, I will say, about the size of one of Cassandra's wings. Look in between the bushes, trying to see if there's anything in there. It does not see you, luckily. It slowly, very slowly, just looks around, and after a moment, it seems to get a bit annoyed that there's no other prey around. And as it does, it slowly begins to make its way towards where Minx is hiding. Slowly inspecting. Just seems to be inspecting at the moment, Shadow. And why are you
attack its ass?
And why are you not working? Hold on 1 second. I gotta fix it now. No. Okay, there we go. That should do it. And as it is inspecting, it continues to sniff. Hold on 1 second. I gotta do this, as it seems the world has stopped for 2 seconds.
Time has stopped.
There we go. You feel, Minx, you feel this creature right above you, inspecting the area. Still looking. The creature is now right above your bush. Sniffs, looks around the bush, in it. A branch snaps in the distance. and then you hear it run away in the direction of the branch snap.
Oh, great.
The creature seems to have left for now. Shadow, you remember the full look of this creature, and you feel this sense of even not necessarily fear, but definitely that you are very lucky to be alive. You have a feeling this creature, had it seen you, would have just snatched you and swallowed you whole as it leaves.
This
It is
cat will
quiet.
take a mental note of that and will make it its enemy next time.
It is quiet for a bit. The birds finally return. The sounds seems calm. So, the creature seems to be gone. What do you wish to do, party?
I would make the smart decision to simply. Well, quick question: is Billy here?
Billy is here, and I was just about to say, just as you guys are about to think everything is calm, suddenly, Cheese Touch. Boy, you guys hear me? You hear me? Hello, big burly guy. Hello. It's in your mind.
Yes. Hello. Yes.
It's
hello?
Balron. Hello. Yes.
Yes, Balron. It's us. We kind of ran into a dangerously gigantic monster.
Oh, yeah. I should have probably warned you about that. Listen, unfortunately, we did just get confirmation. We found the sixth individual that you guys managed not to find. Fortunately, all that remains of them is half of their arm. And luckily, that means you guys can come back because there's another problem we have to face right now.
Jeez, is it that giant Mutodon-looking mofo?
No, it's Tiana. She kind of wigging out a bit.
Oh, shit. Okay, we'll get back to you through Billy, I think. Assuming he hasn't gotten kidnapped by that giant-ass Mutodon.
I'm still here, guys, just contemplating my existence. Billy is still in the same spot where you guys left him. This giant creature didn't seem to even give a shit about him.
Surprising.
It's very surprising, actually. It's almost as if Billy is more terrifying than the creature. Anyway. So
I am not gonna hesitate to just grab Cassandra's hand and bolt for Billy just to get out of here.
all right. So you enter the domain of Billy. What does the rest of the party wish to do?
Where's Billy,
I'm
by
running
the
to
way?
Billy.
Billy, I will cross him where he's at currently, as I don't have a door ping. It would be on the stairs where you guys left him.
All right.
So you all enter through the domain of Billy.
Sure.
Before I cross, the cat is going to call out the creature's name by name, and
It
then
does not
taunt
have a
him
name.
in language in ways that I cannot
It would
speak on
understand.
here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This cat is trying to run its fade
Right now,
right now
with the giant creature.
with the giant creature.
Are you sure?
This cat is not about to take no disrespect, and it feels disrespected.
So you call him out. What do you say?
Let's see.
Your weapons are useless. I don't like you.
It's quiet for a moment.
I just quickly message I just tell Shadow in Speak with Animals. Dude, what the heck are you doing? Get over
It's-
here before you lose one of your 9 lives!
The birds stop making noise as you stand there. And in the distance, you hear and the sound of feet returning towards you guys.
Yeah, just gonna hiss at him.
Do you enter the portal?
The portal with Cassandra.
Yeah. Do you enter the Billy Door portal, Shadow?
Oh no,
You do so?
it's still coming. He's ready to run the ones with this creature.
All right. So the rest of you enter the portal, yes?
Yep.
Shadow, I need you to roll me a death saving throw, please.
Oh.
Okay, let me see. What would be death saving throw?
As I said, it is a death saving throw. It is
Where's
what I
that
see
at?
it.
I think this is the first time in D&D history I've ever rolled a death saving throw.
Mm-hmm. So the death saving throw.
That's crazy.
Would it be like a D20?
Death saving throw should be on. Hold on. So basically, and I'm gonna actually help you out to this because this is gonna be if you fail, this will be the first death of the campaign. Not death, but one of your lives. So this will be interesting. Hold on, I gotta see if I can even help you with this. So death saving throws are specifically, if I'm not mistaken, it should be. Yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw essentially. And if you fail more than 3 times, but I'm gonna let you know if you fail at all on this roll, you will die.
Oh yeah.
So
Hey,
what'd you get?
got an 8.
Yeah. So I'll say this, Shadow. You hear the sound, and it sounds to be coming closer. Cheese Touch, you're about to go through the portal, and you turn around, and you see this giant crocodilian bird-like creature open its mouth and just snap it right between Shadow. Shadow, with just an inch of luck, a very small, tiny inch, you manage to just duck between the bite. The creature tries to take a swing at you. Shadow, you have the chance. Do you run for the door or do you stay?
Fight.
You fight? Shadow.
I fight.
As you turn to face this creature, it just steps on you. So, as you watch this, Cheese Touch, the cat is clearly dead. Suddenly, as they die, a strange blue energy comes from the body of the cat, and as it does so, it enters through the door of Billy. What do you do?
What do I do?
What do you do?
I just get through Billy and get the heck out of here with Cassandra.
You enter the door. You are now in the safety of the inn. The Raven Inn is calm, except for the table. The table in which you guys normally sit at for dinner. I'm changing the map. 1 second. It's taking me 2 seconds. Just bear with me. I believe it's just no other one. Ignore the tokens. I will remove them. So
Also, Valcor, I just imported a token for Cassandra.
perfect. I will use it
She
momentarily.
is way too big.
Yeah, she'll be fixed. I got it. I gotcha. Yeah, no. So the rest of the party, as you guys enter the tavern, or rather the inn, everything seems normal except for the large table you guys normally sit at for breakfast is flipped over. There are massive bullet holes in walls. And it appears to be kind of like someone just got in a fight in a bar, as you notice Balrin hiding behind one of the sides of the table, sees you guys enter and says, "You might want to get fucking down," as two shots are fired at you guys. I need specifically Minx and Ember to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
And Shadow,
20.
you die. As
I
did die.
you got a 20?
I got an 18.
What was it? Perfect.
Yeah, 18 plus 20
Shadow,
is 20.
you die. You die, and as you did, all you remember is you got crushed. Then you feel warm, alive again. You feel this essence of power flowing through your body, or your spirit, as suddenly you are in a space between time. You see the stars around you. You see these beautiful, a universe full of countless planets and stars. You see beauty beyond your imagination. And you even see a legendary space whale floating among the stars, drifting in a never-ending look for family. It is then you hear a familiar voice. Well, that was expected. You feel a familiarity as you turn to see the voice.
You turn to see the voice.
It is Calypsius. In all her glory, a beautiful woman made of the ocean, standing before you. Or rather floating, as you are in the vastness of space.
The cat is just going to hiss at her.
She merely sighs, clearly not understanding your agitation towards her, but she just simply says, "You know, your own stubbornness got you killed. It is quite unfortunate. I need to make this clear, Shadow. I need you alive, and I can't let you die. Your purpose is important here, and should you die, many others like your people will die. And we both know your past and how that ended. I do not wish that to happen to anyone else."
The cat, hearing that its people would die, it just purrs. It very much likes the idea of that, but grunts for the fact that he himself does not want to die.
I understand you don't like your people, but do you really want another massacre like the one that happened to you all those years ago?
Yes.
Sometimes
I
I
don't like you.
Unfortunately, I have to tolerate you. I need you to go back. Because if you fail, not only will your people die, but your companions, your friends, your family, the people you love, truly care about, will die as well. And then people of much more, how do I put this? People who would love nothing more than to take your ideas and make them theirs will take their place. And I know for a fact you don't want to lose all that power for yourself, you know?
No.
If you do not wish to lose the possibility of that wish you offered, of where you could rule your own world, I propose that you be more respectful and take a chance with your friends. Still, I can't just send you back without some sort of taking of something. And as she says this, she extends her hand, and you watch as you feel this sharp pin of cold for a second. Then it's warm again. And you look down, Shadow, at your arm. A large gash on one of your arms. A symbolization that you have been marked of one death. And as she does this, she snaps her fingers, and you are in the Riven Inn. As if nothing happened. Cheese touch. All recollection of Shadow that you saw her die. You don't remember her dying at all. You don't remember the creature killing Shadow. In your memories, all you can recall is Shadow followed you into the portal.
Holy crikey!
Still, Ember and Minx, you managed to duck out of the way of these two shots, and you see Tiana absolutely, like, just freaking out. Her eyes, the once yellow eyes, are now glowing like large electrical surge of power. Her hands are spasming as she holds her guns. And you see parts of her skin like push forward, and you can see metal underneath it. She is saying things like system error, system error, like she can't finish the sentence, as every time she tries to do whatever she's trying to do, her body immediately says system error, and she's forced to do something else entirely. Her entire system seems to be malfunctioning or being hacked or something. Something is clearly wrong.
I just tap into Seraph and ask her to run a diagnosis. Also, isn't Cassandra supposed to be here as well?
She is here. I will grab her in just a second. So Cassandra also is nearby, seeing this happen. But what do the rest of you wish to do as, party members?
I would like to sneak behind the table and see if I can get close to Tiana.
Roll me a stealth check, please. Also, I am not seeing that token Shadow. She's touched. Sorry.
Oh, shucks. Okay, let me.
I don't get him. If it's a token you use, I can't use it unless you put it down.
Okay, here
There
she
you
is.
go. All right. So basically, you need to roll me a stealth check. Cheese touch.
Okay, time to find the stealth. Okay, there's the stealth. 3 total.
3. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw. Cheese touch.
Okay, I'm probably dead.
No, I'm not dead. Tiana can't just one-shot you. Yes.
Evidently, our Jesus has blessed me with 18 dex save total.
18 dex save? All right. You manage to... You start to try to hide, like sneak up towards her. Tiana's one yellow eye turns immediately red and locks onto you. And she fires a shot at you. She fires a shot. Bang! But she misses. She hits instead as she's about to try to hit you directly. Her red eye suddenly turns yellow again, and she seems to be spasming between red and yellow. And she shoots the wall instead, trying to not hit you. And as you guys are standing there, you hear her say in robotic like language, error, anchor sequence failure, error, anchor sequence failure, error, anchor sequence failure. And she keeps repeating it.
Okay. Is there anything else I could do?
Well, first, what is the rest of the party wanting to do?
The cat is just going to attack her.
You're gonna attack her?
Gosh.
Attack her specifically with Thunderclap.
Okay. Roll to hit, I suppose.
Okay, let me hit you with a D20 to see if it hit. That is a 12.
12 does not hit. You clap your hands together and it like hits her, but she just like pushes through it and immediately looks at you, Shadow. And
Yeah, it's just
she aims her gun. She aims her gun at you for a second, and she says this specifically. How dare you look inside me? And then suddenly, as she's about to shoot, suddenly her red eye turns yellow again. Her arm suddenly spasms, and then she just falls to the ground.
The cat is just gonna look at her and just be like,
Your weapons are useless.
How close are you to her?
I would say when I walk over to her, I'm like right here. So, not
I do not see your
super
token.
close, but I would
That's
say,
not
like, close enough.
Tiana. That's Cassandra. Tiana's up here.
Okay. Tiana's up there. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah. I need you to roll me another dexterity saving throw, Shadow.
Dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
7.
7. Okay. As you walk up to her, she grabs you by the scruff like she would a cat, like a baby kitten. She seems back to normal as she looks at you and says, "Why are you trying to hurt my skin?" She just puts you down and seemingly looks at the group. "Oh, I see you're back. Welcome back. I hope the mission went well."
We encountered a giant Spinosaurus mutodon-looking mofo, and I tried to call for you for help because it could have possibly gotten bad, and you didn't show up because you were malfunctioning.
You called for help?
I did.
Oh.
I hit you with message many times.
I apologize. I did not even receive them. If you'll excuse me.
Also,
go ahead. She's
what the hell? Okay, Tiana, what the hell? We're the people you're supposed to protect, and you tried to shoot at 2 of them.
I did?
Yes, you did when you were all out. Error. Emergency error.
I do not remember that. I apologize.
Like, Tiana can just tell the heart rate.
As Tiana says this, all of a sudden Bubba comes out from one of the holes in the walls that are a door. And he like jumps on top of her and is like holding her. "Quickly, get the chip. Ballerin just walks over. She's fine now. It doesn't fucking matter. Oh, but I wanted to. Come on, Bell. He grabs. Ballerin like has to get up on a stool and grab Bubba and put him down. Why you gotta fucking do that again, Tiana? Tiana just simply looks absolutely confused and bewildered. I do not know what you are referring to.
Again, so it has happened before.
Ballerin doesn't really say anything because with Tiana in the room, it's kind of a bit uncomfortable to talk about, and Tiana simply just sighs mechanically and just leaves the room. Ballerin just rubs the back of his neck. Yeah, she's not really. She's like you guys. She's not from here. She was brought here by some unknown people to assist us. And while I can honestly say she's very useful, she's, how do I put this? A bit unpredictable. There was how do I put this? Before your party, there was one other before you. She was friends with them.
Let me guess. Did she shoot all of them as well?
No. This group was the Stone Legion. Warriors that worked together. They were like family to her. But somehow, in a horrible situation, they faced an opponent they've never seen before. Tiana explained to me I was one of those people she was working with. I was part of the Legion of Stone. There was a situation where we faced an opponent. He like stands up and kind of goes over to his portrait of him specifically when he was back in his time of glory, when he was a hero just like you guys. And he just sighs and he's like, there was a mission we went on all together. Tiana, me, and many others. We came across supposedly a creature so dangerous that even the gods feared it. And this creature attacked us with unrelenting rage and fury. It struck down every single one of us. And yet at the same time, it kept saying the same thing, that it was sorry, that it had to do what needed to be done. And it kept getting worse and worse. And as the party died, I was knocked unconscious, and well, Bubba's parents, the ones I told you are no longer with us, they died as well. And when I came to, Tiana's main memory chip was stolen. And she didn't remember anything. And because of that, her emotions, the things that made her her, were stripped from her. And now she's how do I put this, a cold, heartless bitch at the moment. And sometimes when she goes into a state where she starts to connect with individuals, she goes out of control. And the only way to fix it is to erase her memories again. And we summoned individuals to come and assist us to summoning you people here. These individuals were known as guardians. One of them is one of your party members currently. He looks at Shadow. Shadow and these individuals, in a strange turn of events, most of them were cursed or put in a situation of eternally protecting these labyrinths and temples in which hold the key to saving the universe. And unfortunately for you folks, you are the ones that have to fix it.
Okay, why is it us?
Because the people that came before you are all dead. There's no one else that can do it. I would if I could, but I'm way past my prime. If I leave the Raven Inn for more than an hour, I will shrivel up and die.
Kind of like a curse, I
This
guess.
is both my home but my internal prison for failing.
I am terribly sorry for you, good sir.
Could be fucking worse. At least I get mead.
And then Tiana, I didn't know that she lost her ability to connect.
Trust me.
And that it leads to shit like this. I should not be feeling sorry for a clanker, but this is a whole different level of messed up.
Tiana's case is difficult. I do believe she has grown connections to you. And in doing such, the more she grows to like your individuals, the more likely she is to either malfunction and attack, or possibly she will just self-destruct herself. And the only way we can fix that is if we get her chip back, which unfortunately means you have to deal with a certain fucker I don't want to see again.
Who is this certain fucker?
I don't even know if you guys are ready to deal with that. Let's just say they call him the Ash King. An individual is supposedly so powerful, gods will not even fight him.
Oh,
It is said that he had come from many realms. And in the last battle between the Guardians, he kind of looks at Shadow. A certain individual managed to, in the Guardians, strip him of his power temporarily and send him back to his realm. Unfortunately, he took the chip of Tiana and anything else of importance that could possibly help you, and he's holding it as, in a matter of speaking, trophies. Or memories of his failures, I don't know. What I do know is there is a possibility of getting it back. But you're not going to like it.
don't tell me I have to sacrifice one of my beasts.
No. Follow me. He slowly, as he says this, he says to follow him. He slowly gets up and kind of claps his hands. And suddenly, the floor, and I'm going to draw it so it's easier to see, the floor right around here suddenly opens to the side and a stairwell appears. All right. He kind of hops off the stool he was standing on looking at his picture and makes his way down the stairs. Do you guys follow?
I follow, and but feel like Cassandra could just tell that I am nervous and anxious and scared about the situation.
Mm-hmm. All right, Ember and the rest of you, what do you wish to do? You follow. Ignore the map. I didn't mean to click it. Okay, good. Why is it always doing that? I really don't like it when it does that. Game, can you please not? Thank you. But yeah, you guys get to decide. Hold on. If it'll let me click my game, I would appreciate it. Ugh. I love my life so much sometimes.
Damn, didn't know we were going down to hell.
Guys, this is the one time I will let everyone know who is a DM. I now understand the pain of being a DM. I respect you more. Where the heck did they... I swear to God, if the map is gone, I'm gonna cry. I will cry. I literally worked so hard to find maps that worked here. Come on, where are you? Wait, what map is it on currently? No, that is not the map you need to be on. There we go, fix it. Now. But yeah, no, he goes into his door that leads to some underground location. Cassandra and Chisach, you follow. The rest of you, what do you wish to do? It is up to you.
Before I go down, can I check on my egg to see how it is?
Yeah. Speaking of which, also Chisach, I would check your bag.
I proceed to do so along the way, but again, Cassandra can just tell that I am nervous about this whole situation, and not to mention a bit anguished.
Yeah. But yeah, Minx, you enter your room, yes?
Yes.
You enter your room. The furnace is open.
Oh.
And you see little shells. Are you in your room currently? I cannot see you if you are.
Yeah, hold on, let me move my character.
My token of appreciation.
Button click.
But yeah, but yeah, you see little shells around the floor. The furnace is open. Make a perception check for me, please. I'm gonna actually bring Bubba up with you guys.
I have a 4. An advantage or a disadvantage?
I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Come on, stop with the low dice. 21.
Yeah, you're fine. You look around, you see the shells, and then you look around. You hear this weird sound, and you duck out of the way as suddenly a little bit of electricity hits the wall next to you. And you look at where it came from. Under your bed, you see a little pair of very beautiful winter blue eyes looking at you. It's very much like making cute growling noises, trying to act defensive.
No. Am I able to pick it up with animal handling?
Roll me an animal handling check with advantage.
Nat 20. Let's go.
All right, good to know.
So it's 24,
Reward will come later. Yep. Reward will come after session. Minx, you see this little creature. It's acting defensive, and suddenly it calms, and its eyes, the slits on its eyes, go a little softer, and it starts to come out of the bed. Its appendages bat-like, and it starts crawling forward. It sniffs towards. What do you do specifically to try to calm it?
Let's see. I don't know if I have anything that food oriented. Well, I don't know if one of the maids gave me food. Did it?
You got a jar full of fish and other small meat things like jerky, but fresh.
I would offer that to my wyvern.
This creature kind of looks up to you, then looks at your hand with what I'm assuming, is it fish, or wasn't the pieces of meat specifically?
I'll do the meat, to be honest.
Okay. As suddenly it smells your hand, it suddenly comes out of the bed. It has beautiful bronze scales. It has beautiful bronze, shiny bronze wings, and the wings kind of match with these fins that go on the sides of its tail that kind of make it look more like a beautiful kite. Its eyes, like I said, are a winter blue color. Its horns are not all the way not all the way grown, still very much baby horns, but you can tell as it comes out of the bed. You were slightly correct on it being some sort of lightning dragon. It is not a chromatic blue dragon, though. It is a bronze dragon. You remember in your teachings, bronze dragons are symbols of honor and protection. They fight for the weak who cannot defend themselves, and they are known, just like all other metallic dragons, to be very kind towards all life. They don't kill out of greed and power. They kill if necessary.
Okay.
It slowly sniffs the food in your hand, kind of does a sneeze, a cute little sneeze, and it looks up at you. And instead of taking the food, it slowly grabs your hand and crawls up your arm up on top of your shoulder.
It is now coming along for the ride, I guess.
It is nuzzled in between your neck, and you hear the words in Draconic, Papa.
Aww. I would pet it.
Aww.
As you hear this, you hear a knock on your door, Minx.
I would answer the door.
It is Lily, the one that gave you the box of the leather glove and the fresh food.
Yes. I would also wear the leather glove, by the way.
Nah, I figured. So Lily smiles like, "Oh, you got a bronze one. These guys are supposed to be extinct. How did you? That's amazing. That actually is really good." And she kind of just smiles at you and says, "All right, so I'm gonna assume it is imprinted on you. Yes,
Yes.
good. I would advise probably leaving them here for safety, as I do believe this mission you are gonna go on is gonna be a bit risky. But on the plus side, look on the plus side. You now have a son, technically.
Yes.
So you have something to look forward to when you come back.
That's true. If Tiana actually doesn't.
I'm
go
going to
sleep.
spoil the shit out of it. I hope you know that.
Well, that's a good thing.
Aww.
She like nuzzles the little dragon's cheek. Minx, you get to decide what is the personality of this dragon. Normally, bronze dragons, they have a very big tenacity on being very playful. They can kind of when they're younger be a bit temperamental, but they're very playful. They're very much like the equivalent of a human toddler. They're very friendly, they're very sweet, but they can also be very unpredictable and may or may not sometimes make loud noises to piss people off.
But I prefer
They-
that.
and she rubs its a little under the chin, and it kind of makes like a weird purring noise. And then suddenly it like teasingly tries to nip at her finger. She just smiles and says, "You got very lucky with this one. Last I checked, the creature known as Dregger managed to kill all of them to extinction here. The last time a bronze dragon was seen, it faced a very dangerous opponent, and well, the creature wiped them out of existence. Chromatics are, greedy and tend to kill each other. The bronze and most metallic species were not so fortunate. Some still live, but most of the species are very, very rare. And bronze dragons, especially, they're basically extinct here." And she kind of keeps rubbing under the chin, and this little baby is just like absolutely loving it.
Aw.
Hopefully we can make them
He
not
might bear-
extinct anymore.
Well, he may very well might be the last of his kind,
Possibility.
at least here. She slowly like smiles and then like pats the head. "All right, well, I will ensure that he is taken care of. You should probably go get ready."
I would take my things and head with the rest.
Oh, one more thing. As she takes the things from you, you should name it first. Usually, to complete the impression, you should name them.
Do I have to go to an name generator? I don't know if
Bronze dragons are usually, as I said, they're very noble creatures. Metallic and chromatic dragon names differ depending on their possibilities.
Oh Jesus, their names are hard to fucking pronounce.
Most of the names are usually names that are very honorable.
I literally see Tiamat. I'm not naming my dragon Tiamat.
Yeah, no, those are chromatic. That's the chromatic god. And chromatics and metallics hate each other.
Yeah, I see that. And then I see coastal ones. Fire elemental.
Bronze dragons, unlike most other species of metallic, they are very much unlike most bronze dragons. Metallics are.
Ow.
Go ahead.
I hit my fucking sword. I can name him Iggy, representing Igneous from Final Fantasy.
Eggy?
Yeah, go for it.
It-
Igneous.
You want to name it Eggy? Okay.
igneous.
JoJo's
or
reference?
Add it to your private channel, and I will have it for later. That way,
Hold on. Where's
Anyway.
your channel?
your channel specifically, the one that's private to you. So,
That's how
Cheese Touch, you go to your room. I'm assuming.
I thought I was following the dwarf downstairs.
Yeah, but you check your bag. Sorry, you check your bag.
Yeah, I do. And again, Cassandra could just still tell that I am scared of everything at this point, you know?
Cheese Touch, roll me a perception check with advantage. It is your bag.
Okay, perception with advantage, which means I
Yep.
rolled twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first was a 19. Okay, second one was a 21.
21. Okay. Inside, you see a pair of beautiful yellow eyes, but something feels familiar about them.
I just cautiously reach into the bag and pull out the animal, assuming it doesn't
Alright.
try to nip me.
It makes a weird growling, and it doesn't hurt. It nips at your fingers, but it's like it barely does any damage.
That's it.
Um,
Cool.
you pull out of the bag, Cheese Touch, a small baby creature of some sort. You remember from your science and what you've been taught throughout the years. Ignore the music, I'm changing it, just bear with me. It is a baby creature of some sort, but you recognize it immediately, Cheese Touch. It's a baby creature just like the one, but the big one you saw at the temple.
What? And
It's a creature that looks to be a mix of a Spinosaurus aegypticus and a Quetzalcoatlus.
hello, little buddy.
It kind of just looks up at you. Its teeth haven't grown in yet. It's mostly like a beak, and it kind of just nuzzles into your hand, and it like even like teasingly like nips at your fingers as if they're kind of like a mother, you know how they would toy with the fingers of what they use their fingers to toy with their children, does the same thing. And it has small miniature wings that are very much indicating its youngness. It is, like I said, a mix of a Spinosaurus aegypticus and a Quetzalcoatlus.
Hey there, buddy.
It makes the same chirping sound, but of the big one, but much smaller and cuter. And it even just like kicks its feet in a weird, like, you know, playful manner. And yeah, that's what it does.
Aw, you're so cute. You want to know,
Balrin's-
buddy?
Balrin hears you say that and looks up. I'm not fucking little and I'm not cute. What the? And he like pulls out his axe and looks very, very
Whoa, whoa.
scared.
Whoa! 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 Chill! Chill! Chill!
Put that fucking thing somewhere else. That is not coming down here.
Hey, Cassandra.
Balrin looks absolutely not mad, but terrified of this thing.
Hey, Cassandra.
Oh, yes.
Could you, by chance, babysit the little creature?
I'm not a babysitter, but fine. You owe me later, Cupcake, and she like takes the little baby and takes it upstairs. And Balrin is
Hey.
still just keeping an eye on this baby. Like, he's terrified.
Meet me at my room, if you may, please.
She gives you a thumbs up and leaves.
Okay. What was the hype over that?
That thing is a fucking terror. Those things are absolutely horrible. they, and he kind of like clears his throat, trying to calm down. Those things are built to kill fucking dragons.
You're telling me I got a dragon killer?
Pretty much. And I don't want to scare you or anything like that. It could easily be, friendly, but if that thing grows to full maturity, that thing will. Oh God, I don't even want to go there. He just kind of keeps going down the stairs as he's letting you talk.
You're telling me it's gonna eat Cassandra?
No, not that. It prefers. He kind of like looks at you, then looks up the stairs. He's like, "Look, I don't want to fucking alarm you. Those things don't really like killing creatures small enough unless they feel like the individual is worthy. Those guys love to kill things that act high and mighty. They are very much, best way to put it, they like putting things in their place. And there was a war. I think I told you about the Guardian stuff. But as we were trying to summon you guys, those things were up in the air fighting metallics. The metallics were protecting us, and those things ripped them apart limb from limb. There was a bronze dragon rider. Her name was Triana. She was a golden dragonborn. They managed to complete the ritual, but those things just kept coming, and they fucking killed so many innocent people.
Is it possible that one could train them for beneficial purposes instead of...
It is very possible, but those things are hyper carnivores. They prefer their prey alive, and when they grow to adulthood, if they don't find you entertaining, they'll find a way. It is possible to train them, but I've only seen one person ever do it, and last I recalled, after he got too weak to take care of it, the creature ripped his arms off.
Okay, so TLDR, best to tame but not keep as a house pet. Gotcha.
It's possible to train them, but they're not pets. Just like dragons, they are not pets. If anything, they're like children. But when they get to adulthood, oh, pray to heaven they don't fucking see that you're...
I got cut out.
By the way... Yeah, Val, you're kind of cut out right there, man.
He said that when they're babies, they're a lot like you can't, for creatures like that and for dragons specifically, you can't treat them as pets, as they're bonded with you. They're not just they're like children. They look at you as parents. And as he walked down the stairs, he said, and when it reaches adulthood, pray to heaven it doesn't think you're weak or it will kill you. He said, it is possible to train them, but you have to be very, very good at it. Which, fortunately for you, Cheese Touch, you've had experiences with both species. So it is a higher chance of training it.
Okay. I've dealt with animals that looked kind of like one half of what I think it is, and another of another half of what I think it is. I'm not scared.
Mm-hmm. He keeps going down the stairs, and he just says, you gotta understand, though, those things are hyper carnivores. They only hunt prey that's fresh, and they only hunt live prey.
Don't worry. Assuming that there are some animals out there that you probably don't want, I'll teach him to hunt those.
He nods and just keeps going down the stairs. I'm assuming the rest of you follow once you take care of your needs, right?
Quick question there, Balrin. What exactly are they called?
I don't get into the sciencey stuff, but they're called, last I recalled, they're called sailbacks.
Sailbacks?
Yep. Because the last thing you'll ever see in the night sky is the sails.
Well, given the fact that they like to that they're seemingly the natural predator of dragons. I personally would
Not
call it
natural.
Dracophagus.
No
What?
natural. He shakes his head. Not natural. Invasive.
Oh.
They were
What
brought
land
here
is-
by. He kind of like looks down. Let's just say they were brought here by a very bad man.
Why would a very bad man bring them here at this point?
To fuck up our planets. That's all I can say.
I am definitely gonna train him to eat whichever dumbass did that.
He just keeps
In fact,
going
I-
down the stairs, but he chuckles as he goes down, admiring your enthusiasm.
By the way, are they also cannibals?
No, so these creatures are specifically they're built to be strong, and if they're not strong enough, anything weaker than them is considered either prey or just not worth their time, and they kill with a passion. Only the strong can survive in their kind. At least
So-
if they're trained to be that way, because most of them are raised by their own kind, and their parents are the same way. But since it is bonded and imprinted on you, it is possible to train it to be different.
So
It is
you're
not
telling me I gotta-
instinctual. It's not instinctual. It's like it's complicated because the creature itself shouldn't exist anyway, but it is programmed and built to be a killing machine, but it is possible to make it something more than that.
So I basically got a Spinosaur Quetzalcoatlus hybrid with the mentality of an Astalos.
More like you got a Quetzalcoatlus Spinosaurus hybrid with the mentality of a rabid lion. And the
Well,
mentality
okay.
of a polar bear.
Okay. I would like to figure out.
They're not cannibalistic, but they do like in the normal wild at least, they don't tolerate weakness. But it is a baby, and it is possible to train it not to be aggressive towards people.
Okay, I will take note of that. And
Mhm.
by the way, where are we going?
He continues down the stairs. But before I get to that, Ember and Shadow, is there anything you would like to do before you enter the stairs, or do you just follow?
Can I investigate the area to see if there are any journals or books with more information around?
I was actually going to get to that if you follow Valorant.
Then I will follow.
All right. Shadow, is there anything you want to do? Uh-oh. I think Shadow's gone into the void again. Shadow! Hold on.
Sorry, I forgot that I was muted.
Mhm.
Shadow, seeing the fact that Cassandra just kind of went somewhere else, and for this cat being a cat, is just going to deer off. In all honesty, this cat is not interested in following them. However, there's new smells. And so it is going to follow the smell, but do it stealthily.
Okay. So, Ember, cheese touch. Minx, I'm assuming you eventually go down as well.
Yes.
The three of you go down. The three of you go down the stairs.
Let me move my character.
Yep. You manage to go down the stairs. Bubba J kind of scurries past you, Shadow, following them down. Eventually, he makes his Bubba makes his way in between your guys' legs, right up next to Balrin, as you finally get to the bottom of the stairs.
What in the sanctimonious Vivian Madrano did we just walk into at this point?
You walk into a library, a room filled with knowledge and items of all sorts. And just so you guys know, you guys will, the stairway appears right there because that's where the wall ended. This library,
I am still way too big.
I'll fix it, don't worry. This library, in the best way to put it, is beautiful. There are so many items some of you may have seen in your worlds, others may have never seen before. Ember, you even see in the corner of the room a smartphone. iPhone 15, of all things. Do you go to inspect it, Ember?
Yes.
You go inspect it. Unfortunately, it is not working as it appears to be fully dead. And Balrin just looks at you and says, "Oh, is that weird sentient box that kept saying my name? And I didn't like it." Kept walking. And he enters, and I'll grab him real quickly. I'll grab Balrin. Balrin, we need you to be on the screen, please. Fucking hell, I'm busy. Okay, whatever. I'll just pull him on myself. I'm just acting like he's in my room with me. Anyway, Minx, do you need help with your token, I'm assuming?
Oh, I didn't even know he was not on the board. Hold on.
He's not on the board. But yeah, no, Balrin keeps walking and he goes into this room.
Wherever he's at, I didn't put him on.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys continue to follow him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd like to look around for a brief moment, mostly because there's a lot of
how do I
things like.
Ember, if you would like, you may also look for what you're looking for as well. And anyway, she says continue.
Would it be okay? Like, are there any fossils that I could find?
Actually, funny enough, she says you're walking through this library, and you do see every so often fossilized skulls and other things of other parts of actual prehistoric creatures, and even mythical creatures that have aged with prehistoric age.
Holy crap! Fascinating.
You cut out.
The skull of an
horribly.
iguanodon? Oh, sorry.
Huh?
Is
Go
that
ahead, say
what I
again.
think it is? Okay.
The skull of an
Is that
iguana.
what
Balrin, skull of an iguana. Balrin kind of looks at you and is like, I think so. I don't really know about those things. I found it in the herd next to my giant cattle. Seemed friendly enough. It unfortunately died of old age, but seemed friendly.
Wow.
Never known what it was called an iguanodon. It sounds like it just poops out guano like a bat.
Oh, it's actually in reference to its teeth, which were kind of like an iguana's. In fact, they initially
what?
thought that it was some. It's in reference to the fact that its teeth looked like an iguana at the time. They also thought that it looks like some giant iguana. But reality dictates that they were.
Balrin kind of just blinks at you. He has no idea what an iguana is.
Oh. Think of it as a very big green lizard, about 6 feet in total length, including the tail.
I mean, I could say the same thing about that weird crest lizard in your room named. That was weird, but I don't talk about it.
Oh.
He's talking about your baby Pachyrhinosaur.
Well, that's actually a Pachyrhinosaurus, which means thick-nosed lizard.
He just keeps walking. Ember, what was it you were looking for in the library?
I was just looking to see if there were any kind of journals or anything with information about just any kind of like lore or history.
I actually have a fun thing for you then. Balrin kind of just gestures you all the four. Minx, you're walking, I'm assuming, with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're walking, I'm assuming, and you hear a voice in the back of your head.
Hmm.
You know, most of the time I don't really like the things you do, brother. But you know, at least in this case, you found something entertaining for me.
And what's that?
Minx, it's your brother's voice.
Yes, and I would try to respond to him and saying, "What's so entertaining?"
Wow, there's so many library books. I know you're not into the whole book reading, but I was very much into it. Also, why were you not freaked out about the fact that I'm in your head?
I've been hearing some other things in my head lately.
Well, I'm not just in your head, I'm inside you, literally. Unfortunately. That blue energy, that was me that entered you. And I'm sorry about that.
You're fine.
It was complicated. You know, after Dad stabbed me with that stupid knife, my soul got trapped in the blade.
Oh.
And, well, you're that weird scary guy. My body managed to make a deal somewhat, and the blade broke, and here I am. Fortunately, my body's still out there, and I need you to get me back in it when you can.
Okay.
But, you know, it's not so bad in here.
I'm aware of that.
Hey, look, is that your tail? And he, like, as he says this, your tail suddenly twitches accidentally.
No.
Oops, sorry.
I
Forgot.
just have a
I'm
chill
technically
up my
not my body.
spine.
Sorry, my bad. I forgot. This isn't my body. My bad.
Hope you
Man, I
make
really
yours-
miss my tail.
You can make yourself useful in there.
I mean, what can I do? I'm kind of just stuck in your conscience right now.
That's true.
I mean, unless you want me to do something weird, I can't really do much in here. I can read for you.
I have a question. Since I'm doing, could I make a perception check for like any magical weapons or anything?
Go for it. So, Ember, I'm assuming you follow Balrin.
Yes.
Same with you, Cheese Touch. He enters this large room. And in this room, there is a mural all across the walls. A mural of the history of this world. It begins with a portrait of 4 individuals specifically made of stars. These 4 individuals seem to be eating dead planets. And as they did so, their hands formed new planets with life on it. One of them being the planet you're on currently. The mural continues. And one of these titans, and Balrin explains it as it goes, they were known as the Void Titans, entities that fed on decaying and dead planets that used the energy of these dead planets to bring forth life on other planets, even eventually making other individual entities of their own, such as deities and other creatures, perhaps other Void Titans. Shadow, meanwhile, you go up to the door where Cheese Touch's room is, and Cassandra just looks at you and closes the door before you can enter. Also, you're muted, Shadow. Right. But anyway, Ember, I'm going to start with you, as you're the one currently here. Along with you, Minx. You continue reading for the mural. You see one of these Void Titans. This Void Titan, a specific one, was named a very disturbing name. His name, and I will, 1 second, I want to make sure I say it correctly because I have it written a certain way and I can't forget. He was known as Vastille the Devourer, an entity who was the oldest and also the strongest of his family of Void Titans. Vastille believed that by consuming and destroying planets with life, he would become even more powerful. In doing such, one of the Titans, one that you guys both recognize, known as Eos, the Titan of Light, the shining star. It is the same one that you felt when you had those warm embraces within you. It is the same one that brought you here to this point in time, this place, to save the world. It is the same one that also temporarily has erased some of your memories to keep you guys safe. Eos, with her abilities, managed to rally the other Titans together, and with all their powers combined, they used their physical bodies to imprison Bastille for eternity. Their spirits, however, lived on and continued guiding towards the beginning of the beginning, essentially. This beginning, known as the Rise of Legends, a prophesized beginning where individuals from different dimensions, different universes would be brought together to save or possibly be the end of all universes. The choices they make will begin the story. And over time, the story continues on. You see murals of the Legion of Stone, the one that Balrin and Tiana are a part of, these individuals. In the legends, each of them were mighty warriors that were actually from this world specifically. They came together in a hope to possibly, instead of summoning individuals, sorry about that. Shadow, if you are here, if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. Shadow, you did manage to follow Cassandra, but Cassandra saw you following her and shut the door before you could enter. So you have the choice, Shadow, to either follow the group. I would actually advise you follow the group.
I'll follow the group.
As I was saying, these 4 Titans imprisoned Vastille. Shadow, as you're looking at this mural as well, that they are all seeing, you see one individual you know all too well. Calypsius, protector of the seas, mother of all of corals, and the guider of the lost. Along with her, there was, of course, Vastille, the devourer, the one who was imprisoned. Eos, the mother of all light, the star who shined and guides the ones who need guidance. Paruk, the giver, known for blessing the world with many gifts, some more for jokes, some more for honor, and some just actual good gifts. And another one in particular you guys have not seen, known as specifically Athalio. Athalio was a wise individual It is believed he was the one that helped in building 6 keys. These keys unlock Vastil's prison. 6 of them must be collected to begin the phase of legends. Along with this, you continue reading through. The Stone Legion, the ones that Tiana and Balrin were a part of, were individuals who believed maybe they didn't have to summon people from another dimension to do the work, that they could be the ones to save it. They tried to summon an individual that was believed to save and possibly help them in this quest. This creature or individual was called the Ash King. By releasing him, they realized this entity was full of sorrow, full of anger and pure rage. And many of these individuals were slaughtered in the process. You see Balrin kind of like lower his head, not looking at that because he feels bad. And you see Bubba run up to a mural of his parents. Clearly they were part of the Iron Legion or Stone Legion. You keep reading through. Then began the Age of Guardians. Individuals tried to summon the legends, you guys. Shadow was lucky to be one of these future legends, but the others seemingly were imprisoned just like Shadow was, made into protectors of the keys, guardians to ensure that no one with the wrong intent would ever grab the keys and make them theirs, using Vastil's power in the process. But at the same time, the one known as the Ash King found out, and he tried to kill all of them. Shadow got lucky. He did not know what happened. She did not know what happened to the rest of the party that they were a part of. One of the other individuals, Ember, you recognize.
Oh.
It's Alaric.
Oh, crap.
Alaric was one of these many individuals that fought to ensure that this creature, the Ash King, was sent back to his realm temporarily to ensure this place was safe. In the process, as the rift began to shatter where the creature came from, a shadowy mask emerged from that realm, bonded with him and brought him to a new realm. Your realm, Ember. And became your friend. Now you understand, Ember, why he was telling you he's been here before. Because originally, Alaric was man. A normal man with normal powers. Brought here, then brought to your realm to begin the phase. Though he did not know it. Alaric, however, in the process, eventually went missing, as you know, in your realm. You wanted to know what happened to him. He was brought back here, but he went missing. Now, you keep reading. Cheese touch. Cheese touch.
Sorry, I muted myself for a bit. I forgot to unmute
Cheese touch.
myself.
You
Sorry.
see, you're fine. You also see a mural for you. Specifically, it is of your world. You were living in a normal world just like humanity, the one we live in real life. Cities, humans, normal people. Your life was a struggle every day, constantly feeling like you weren't good enough. People continuously made you suffer. But strangely, an amulet came to you, and you were transported to another dimension with full of wondrous creatures that needed your guidance, needed your help. And your body changed into what it is now, to what you became, what you truly are. A good person, an individual willing to sacrifice anything for the rights and the kindness of good people. Eventually, you met Seraphim, your
Seraph
assistant.
is
Seraph, yeah. Seraph, my apologies. And
It's all
just like you, she had a kind heart and helped you. She ensured your safety, along with your friends in your realm. That eventually, one day you were attending to your animals, your friends, and suddenly you felt this energy call to you. Eos has summoned you to this place to help people. She said that and you remember her words exactly, Cheese Touch. I know that you do not want to lose this place or your friends, and I can't promise you will return. But what I can promise you is you wouldn't just be saving your friends, your animals, and all this beautiful land around you, but you'll be saving many, many more universes just like it. You, of course, Cheese Touch, because of your kind heart and your gentle nature, agreed to help. Your memories were wiped to keep you safe.
I then remember. I'm sorry to cut you off there, but I then remember what exactly I said in response to her request. If I do this, would I be doing this as part of the great ancient one's will?
Not just his will, but everyone's. The entire universe will be in your debt.
I accept then. I just
Now-
hope that I can get my beasts to aid me in this.
Minx,
Yes.
you see your mural as well. The tragedy in which you come from.
I have to.
Your family, once proud individuals, became corrupt with greed and desires. Your father struck down your brother, placing his soul into a dagger and using it to try to summon the same individual, the Ash King. But the Ash King was known to be a very hard person to bargain with. The Ash King punished your bloodline and demanded, unless he wanted the entire bloodline to end, that your father make a deal. So your father gave him your brother's soul in the dagger. This individual also agreed, when the time was right, you would be sent to another realm, whether by choice or force, and you would be chosen to fight in this battle. Your draconic blood, what makes you able to take the form of your dragon powers, the dragon itself, was stripped away temporarily. The only way to get back your full potential of becoming your dragon form is to free your brother. You see Shadow's information as well. An individual who once lived in heavens above. A reaper of sorts, bound to protect and serve. But just like Shadow Minx's family, they grew arrogant, blind to the wills of power. They slowly grew and grew in numbers, But then darkness fell upon the heavens. The moon turned to blood. And an individual cloaked in black cloak, obsidian armor came. The same individual, the Ash King. He slaughtered Shadow's people. Some of them dispersing into the stars to find new places to conquer and make theirs. Shadow was one of these individuals sent to find a planet of their own and claim it as their own. Luckily for Shadow, they ended up here. Unfortunately for Shadow, this planet has already proven to be very difficult. Shadow agreed to help this rise, to help bring these legends forth. But in the process, the universe, it felt like, saw the corrupt intent of Shadow and bound them in a mechanical form to serve Calypsius, a guider of the lost. Calypsius agreed that should Shadow help in saving all of the universes, a planet would be made just for them to rule and to be whatever they wanted to be. And then there's Ember, your mural. Along with Alaric, who kind of's mural merges into yours, Ember, the truth is revealed. You are a demon, a vengeance demon. Long before many of these people next to you even existed, you were tasked with taking the souls of those who wanted vengeance, and in exchange, you would give them their vengeance they seeked. You would be the one to strike down the ones they called upon, but in exchange, you took their souls. Eventually, you grew tired of the same old thing, and you retired. Somewhat.
Okay.
As when you had...
Go. Dismiss.
What was that, Shadow?
Oh, whoops, my bad. I thought I was on mute. I was just talking to my dogs.
No, you weren't. It's okay though. But no, Ember, you kind of retired. In a way of saying you were like John Wick and kind of retiring. You still sometimes killed an individual, may or may not have caught some bloodshed every so often, but you tried to do the right. You met friends. You met people that were like you, wanting to do what they weren't programmed to be, but to be yourself. You even fell in love with multiple people. Some of them eventually either died because of their mortality. Some of them grew to be corrupt and vile. And then some of them just vanished without a trace. One of them you cannot recall at all because, according to your mural, they were stripped from your memories, just like many of your memories, to ensure your safety.
Okay.
And Bowron just stands there looking at the mural and he says, "This is not just about what is, but what is to come." He gestures to the ending of the mural. If you guys are to fail, fall to darkness, you will get anything you desire. But in the process, all of the universe will be destroyed. Vastiel will devour each and every one of your realms. And the only thing you'll be left with is the things you wanted, not what you needed. Should you succeed, though, vast possibilities await. But the mural doesn't specify what possibilities. And then the very last thing on the mural is the Ash King's burning eyes. The Ash King is just like the rest of you, an individual from a different realm. His story is not fully written because no one really truly knows what happened. Only those who knew him could tell you, but most of them are either dead or do not remember or do not wish to remember. It is said that this individual lost something important to them. And in doing such, in their agony and rage, they spread across the multiverse, destroying anything it felt would destroy his happiness. In the process, he continued to slaughter and destroy until he felt nothing mattered. And eventually he made his way to this realm. He attempted to try to fix a possible bad thing. He seeked out the heart of Vastil. It is said that the heart of Vastil would allow an individual to change the wrongdoings they have made, go back in time and fix their wrongdoings. And nobody knows why it seeks the heart of Vastil. Valorant just stands there, looking at the mural. The reason I brought you all down here is there is a way to get Tiana's memory chip back. There is a way to get your brother's soul, Minx. And there's a way to get the last item there. The third key. But you're not going to like it.
What is it?
You technically have to die. He kind of
Do
just
we
stands
have a
there.
way to come back?
Oh, no. I think you're missing the point. Your spirits have to leave your body. It is still possible to return to them. But in order to get this to work, you have to leave your physical forms and enter the Ash King's domain. Should you succeed, your brother will be freed, Minx. Tiana's chip will be returned to her. Shadow will probably get something out of it. I don't even know what it would be. But also, Cheese Touch, there's another issue in why you should go.
And what would that issue be?
He kind of just looks away, a bit nervous to say it.
Come on,
He's
spit
touching
it
it.
out.
He has the baby packy thingy.
You're telling me he took Bumpy?
Yeah. He kind of looks away.
I would
Go
like
ahead,
to know a
Chief.
god-killing weapon. I would like to know a god-killing weapon. I would like something that would
He
make him
is-
bleed so many times he bleeds again and again until he's permanently dead. I would like to
Valorant
send
kind
him
of just...
a great dying.
Valorant kind of just is like... He nods understandably. He's like, I understand, but unfortunately, we don't know a way to kill this thing. I don't think there is one yet. There is a possibility, though, and he kind of looks at Shadow begrudgingly. The cat may have a possibility of being able to fight it. Possibly.
What do
It
we
is
gotta do?
believed. Like I said, you have to leave your physical bodies and enter its domain And he kind of looks at Ember and he says, because of the circumstances, you guys will be entering a realm not from this world, a different realm from a different entire multiverse. This realm is dangerous. And unfortunately, it's a type of hell. He kind of like coughs, and as he does so, you see a little bit of blood on his fingers, but he wipes it away, and he just says, the only way to get the things you need, Ember has to essentially take your souls temporarily. She's the only one that I know.
Do I remember how to do that?
You do, actually. You feel this sensation of not taking souls, but letting them leave their bodies. Same with you.
Okay.
It is a process that is not dangerous for the process, but if your spirit is damaged in any way, shape, or form, it'll take physical damage on your body as well. It is a state of both living but also dying, so you're neither dead or alive.
Purgatory.
More like the state of, and you know how in movies they have to make your spirit leave your body? Kind of like Doctor Strange, you leave your body, but your spirit is still okay, so you're alive.
Okay.
So it's like.
So if your
open
spirit is
closed.
damaged, your body takes the same damage. Sorry.
Great.
Oh, so
Shut
so it's like the state of open and being open and closed, like
Yeah,
global.
pretty much. Yeah, and then Balrin kind of just says, and there's another problem with that as well. You have to understand this. You'll be entering a state. If you bring anything back from that realm, you're bringing it here as well. So nothing can come back with you unless it's you guys. The only thing you can bring back is the items that has been instructed. That is the only things you can bring back. Anything else, and you will risk letting something in that might not be safe.
Do we at least
And-
get time?
Hmm?
Do we
Say,
at least get time to process things? Or do we need to get there now?
I would suggest doing it now. But I promise you, when you return, you can take as much time as you need to recuperate. Time is running out, and if Tiana malfunctions, you lose the chance of finding the fourth key. Her memory chip
Okay.
is the one. Her memory chip has the coordinates for the fourth key. If it is destroyed, you will lose your chance at the fourth key. Well, now that that's out of the way, do you guys ready to go? He's got just tries to act casual about it, trying to make it a positive moment.
Yeah, I guess we better.
He kind of looks at you, Ember, and he just pats you on the back, and he's like, "Look, I'm gonna let you know something else before you go. In particular, there's going to be. You're going to come back scarred."
Oh, fun.
But on the plus side, you might be able to help your other friend out. He's kind of been acting weird. And Ember, as he's explaining it, it sounds like he knows where Alaric is.
Do you happen to know where Alaric is since he's been missing?
He kind of immediately goes, like, he starts sweating. Oh, no, I don't. No, not me.
Are you sure?
Okay, fine. He's in. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I roll persuasion?
I would say roll an insight on this.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
I got 16.
16. Yeah, you can tell he's bullshitting. And he's sweating. He starts sweating. He's like, all right, fine. The room 637, the one across from you, he's in that room. Kind of.
Kind of. What do you mean, kind of?
He kind of like, he's still sweating, but he's like, well, after coming here, the Ash King found out of his return, and the Ash King had a bit of a situation happen between him and Alark. And when he sent him to your realm, he made certain that Alark was punished if he ever came back here. So Alark is essentially his conscience, not his soul. His soul's fine. His conscience is trapped in the realm with the Ash King as well. Unfortunately, the only way we can get that is if we apparently find this stupid mask that Alark had, but I don't even know where the fucking thing went.
Oh, his mask. I might have that.
Alark's mask just whispers, this fucking guy couldn't even find me. I was in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, I might have found it.
Oh. Well, fucking good for you, I guess. he is very nervous about this. He's like, all right, so once you guys enter the realm of this realm, you will have about 2 hours to get in and get out. Any longer, and you'll attract something into the realm with you. But with luck, if you manage to succeed, we will get all the data we need. As Tiana would say it. I don't know, I'm not a robot. He kind of just slowly puts his hammer down. And he's like, all right, how this has to work. Ember, you know what you need to do. You need to exert their souls out of their bodies. Not take them, but exert them. Once you do that, you're going to enter a state of limbo, essentially. There you'll meet a specific individual. This individual is a friend of mine. He will not hurt you. And you have to explain where you want to go. Where you need to go is the Crimson Castle. Anywhere else, you will immediately have problems. It has to be there. 2 hours, you're in, you're out, or there will be consequences. So, I wish you all the best of luck. I'm gonna get the fuck out of this room. And he walks upstairs.
By the way,
However,
Alred,
he is gone.
I just cast messages on Balrin just to make sure he gets it.
Hmm?
Hey, Balrin.
Hmm.
Before you try anything stupid, could you please not try to kill the Dracophagus or however... Shucks, I have yet to name the species, okay? Just try not to kill the baby creature.
I'll do my best, but I make no fucking promises. He replies with that back to you. But as you guys you say this cheese touch, you also notice in the corner Bubba has a backpack and he looks ready to go.
You do realize this is gonna kill you, right, Bubba?
Well, technically not if we look at it carefully, you know? I trust Ember, even though she's literally a fucking demon. That's fine. And plus, if I get a possibility, I'll get to see my family. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. But yeah, no, he is not taking no for an answer. He's going.
I guess today's a good day for a Vivzy Pop reference. Much to my dismay.
Yep.
Anyway, so
No, you
Ember,
never heard of Vivzy? Oh my gosh. I forget. that
Bubba
I'm
has
gonna
no idea what yours. Bubba does not know what a fizzy pop is. I feel like if he did, he'd have a lot more problems.
You know what? Never mind, Bubba.
Ember, you know exactly what you need to do. The process is simple. You have to use your silver lining to remove the souls safely, of course. And you know just how to do it. So please explain how you do it.
The safest way in this particular situation would just be collecting everybody's signatures.
What does the paperwork say exactly, first, Ember?
I have written the paperwork that I am collecting temporarily for travel.
Please touch. You're the first to has to sign. You do read some of the warnings, like warning. Any situations of you being decapitated or anything with your soul in this realm may result in so and 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 so. Many different things. But you Cheese Touch get the feeling Ember has no intentions of doing anything bad.
Great Ancient One above, please protecteth my soul as I enter a very dangerous place.
Cheese Touch, you feel a warmth in your chest. They are watching over you.
All right. If this is your will, I will do it.
Shadow, you're next to sign it. You sign Cheese Touch first. Sorry.
How would a cat do it?
Good question. I'm assuming
That is a good question.
Yeah. Paw print.
Ember
knows
I asked this mostly because this is not a Sora AI video.
Usually it depends, but most of the time it requires a signature of some sort. Sometimes it's in blood. It depends on the demon, though. Amber's case, I'm assuming it's just like a signature or a print, essentially.
Yes, in this capacity, since we are just using it as a temporary for travel purposes for this.
Think
I'm
of
just
it
using
as
ink.
like a familiar transaction in a matter of speaking, kind of deal.
Yes. Otherwise, if we used blood, then there's a chance I might not be able to give it back.
Pretty much. But yeah, no. So Cheese Touch, you signed the paper, I'm hoping.
Yeah, I do.
Not Cuppa. Shadow, do you sign the paper with your paw print?
Shadow does, but
And Minx.
He looks.
Go ahead,
He
Shadow.
looks at Minx first. For a cat, it's a very devious, almost like malicious look, as he kind of bites his hand a little bit of blood that kind of comes out through like the tips of his claws before he signs his own name in a language that is very alien to everybody within this room.
I will get to that, Shadow. I have a feeling I know what you're doing, so I'm just gonna. Well, see, Minx, buddy, your turn to sign. Minx, are you alive or dead?
Minx, are you still alive?
That's a good question. Ignore the map. I'm preparing the map.
Minx got knocked from the battle bus.
Minx.exe has stopped working.
Minx.exe. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna get Lord Minx X and then man.
Wait, Minx, is that you?
No, that's probably me.
Dang it.
Hold on. I think he's alive. I think he's just he walked away for a second. Hold on. I'm gonna quickly see if he's still alive. All right, give me 2 seconds. I will be right back.
Well, this is a really interesting take to deal with. Am I right, guys?
Indeed. I'm liking how the predicament is going so far.
Ooh. All right, I'm back. Hello, Minx, are you alive? I think, hold on, I'm gonna check. I have a bad feeling I know what happened, but I gotta check. I'm right, and I think I am. Let's find out. Ooh, I think Mink's passed out. Wait, bro, sleep. Hold on. It should be fine. He'll probably. Yeah, let's just say he's already signed the paper for the moment. Not much will be missed. But I'll say for the brevity of time, I hope Minx wakes up, but Minx signs the paper for now. And Ember, you're the last one that has to sign your document.
Yep. I go ahead and I sign the very bottom of it.
Alrighty. All of your eyes as Ember finally fills out the paper. Her hands go down and she drops the paper and the pen. Her eyes suddenly go bright green. The entire room, all of a sudden, you guys feel this spinning sensation. It starts slow, then faster, then faster, then faster, then faster. As you start to feel dizzy, and then suddenly everyone's eyes in their rooms, the room starts to glow. And soon you wake up. It feels like a dream. It feels like, maybe I was just dreaming or taking a nap. I gotta get the right map. Hold on. Because apparently this map thing is being stupid right now, so bear with me.
Okay.
Bear with me.
Bear, please work. I really need you to work. Okay, good to know. But no, the room looks the exact same. Not that room. Other room, game. Thank you. The room looks the exact same from what it seems.
What in the hay?
You guys feel fine. You look down at your hands. Your hands are see-through, though. And as you look down, and you do see your physical bodies. They are still on the ground. No, not on the ground. They're standing, and they're all doing the same shape as Ember. Hands down, but open, eyes glowing. And you're just in the state of hovering currently.
What the?
Cheese Touch, you tried. Yeah, Cheese Touch, it's funny because your character, their eyes are glowing just like Ember's. Their hands are down, but it's weird because as you're doing so, everyone else's faces looks like somewhat calm and normal. Your face looks absolutely terrified. You see a bead of sweat that looks like it was going to go down, but it seems frozen in time. Clearly understandable. This is your first time.
Uh, why am I floating? Is this what Chinese dragons feel all the time?
Huh?
And then just tell the rest of the gang to go like, hey guys, look at this. And then just look like I'm Zenyatta. I just do a pose like Zenyatta where he's just like always floating in a meditative state of mind.
Yeah.
Pass into the iris.
Cheese touch. As you're floating, suddenly you start floating. Like you're not, there's nothing holding you. You're about to go up through the ceiling.
Wait, what? Why am I? Whoa!
You put your feet downward and you sink back down onto the ground. It seems when you float, when you take your feet off the ground, you start to float. Minx is also in this state with you guys. I'm hoping he'll wake up if he is unconscious. But Minx is there. Shadow, you're also there, but I'm assuming you're not in cat form.
Yeah, no, because the cat is not the cat's actual soul. He thought he would just get to full power in soul form, but he's still stuck in that limited anthropomorphic form that he has.
Also, Shadow, due to the fact you used your blood, Ember, you feel a sensation. You feel Shadow's magic channeling through you. You are now given temporary access to you are now given Shadow's temporary powers, and you can only give him access to powers if you allow him to have them. Only you can give him permission. Just for my amusement. Anyway, you guys are standing there for a moment. Ignore that. And you hear a voice. Shadow, you know the voice, and you immediately are annoyed because you know exactly what that is. Well, if it isn't these idiots, the Flame Guardians have arrived. You see a very old golden dragonborn in an astral form. She is looking at you guys. She looks old, but she's very buff. One of her legs is a golden prosthetic that looked like a normal leg. And Shadow, you already know who it is. It is the one and only. I think it was. I want to make sure I said the name right, so bear with me. Yes, that is correct. It is the golden dragonborn that trained you, that helped you guys in the ritual. Shadow, the same one that kind of did absolutely nothing as you got dragged into your labyrinth. She simply stands there.
Wow.
Yes, that is right. It's Kasoria.
Sorry if I died again.
Shadow, there's an astral form of the golden dragon, the one that helped you in the ritual of the guardians. Minx, are you alive? All I hear is wisping sounds.
Yeah, no, that's me. Hold up.
Yeah,
We love them death still sounds.
I'm also gonna turn down my music so it's not super loud. But no, yeah, it is the Dragonborn, Kasoria, the one that helped you in the ritual of the Guardians. Also the same one that was in the state that summoned the legends, the ones standing before you, who also literally did absolutely nothing in the situation of you guys being put into your labyrinths, including Alaric, your other party members, and so forth. Kasoria kind of just walks around. Cheese touch. You see this golden elderly woman looking somewhat draconic, beautiful shimmering locks. She's walking around you in a circle, like inspecting you. She has a large, it looks like a cane. It looks like a cane as far as you can tell. she's walking around here and she's like, I was expecting a lot more from you. Expecting a lot more possibilities. So she kind of like pokes you in the belly, cheese touch. And is like, nah. Just keeps walking.
Why do you sound like that one woman from Monsters Incorporated?
What the fuck is Monsters Incorporated?
Oh, why do I keep forgetting that I am referencing stuff from a dimension that this bozo does not understand?
You know, young man, I could whoop your ass with simply just standing here, but I'm not in the mood. Kyle walks over the minx and like, I've seen worse, more terrifying half dragons. Ember, she looks at you and just gives you a nod, simply and respecting you. She seems to respect you more than everyone else. She then immediately locks eyes on Shadow. Oh, fuck, it's you.
Oh? You two have history
Shadow's
together?
just gonna take a look at the cranky old woman. And mind you, most of the people besides, if I remember correctly, Cheese Touch is the only one who can speak with animals, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
I mean, you're in spirit form, actually, so everyone can understand you now. In spiritual realm,
So,
it just do not matter.
so he's the cat is just looking at this grumpy old dragonborn, and it's just staring at her, kind of smugly, and then finally speaks the words that he wanted to speak.
You creaky old again. I shall eat your flesh when given the opportunity.
Before you finish, she shoves a sock in your mouth. You talk too much. He keeps walking. She immediately walks over, and suddenly, as she's walking, the room around you begins to shift. As over here in All Market, this entire side of the room turns into a large lake, green lake. Why did that move? And as it does so, you see a boat. And she's like, all right, get your asses in before I leave you.
I simply try to
I'll
get used to walking, but I make my way over to the boat.
I'll just draw it right here then. There you go, boat. That's what I can do right now. I'm not making a fancy boat.
I wonder if this is what it's like to walk on the moon.
She kind of looks at you like, wait, you've walked on the moon before?
Well, in my world, people have walked on the moon before, and the usual quote was, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind."
You sure they weren't just fucking robots like Tiana? Sound like robots.
It was over radio when it was relatively new, that is.
Hey, you say too many weird magic things. I don't fucking care. She gets in the boat. All right, where are you guys going?
Ember? Care to explain where we're going?
I'm not entirely sure. It's been a long time since I've been here.
From what you remember, Minx, you remember Ballerin saying you needed to go to the Crimson Kingdom. Only the Crimson Kingdom, nowhere else. Oh, wait, he's not here currently. I'll say the same thing to Shadow. Shadow, you remember Ballerin telling you the Crimson Kingdom is the place you need to go. Only place. At least for now.
Just want to watch their bodies float. Cause death and destruction upon my wake.
So
brings me happiness.
The old dragons. Does anyone know what the fuck that thing's saying?
I do. I think he wants us.
You crazy bag.
I think he wants us to go to the. I think he wants us to go. I think he wants us to go to the Crimson Kingdom. Whatever that is.
All right, buckle up. And she she suddenly puts her cane into the water, and as she taps it with a single tap, you guys are zooming. Like the environment around you turns bright, and like the water is like, it's just basically you're like traveling at the speed of light, essentially. And soon you enter a new place, a massive, strange room. Ember, you remember tales of the Crimson Kingdom. You were a small imp when you heard the tales. It was supposedly a vast kingdom of the royal demon bloodlines. All came here because in the time of the kingdom's greatest potential, demons, humans, and celestials of all kinds coexisted for a time. Eventually, it led to a war, as do all situations, because of power and other things. And it is said that the Crimson Kingdom still was the most beautiful place in the world, or at least in Hell's world. But as you enter, all you're met with is a vast, abandoned, cave-like place. You've seen stone structures of statues of people, probably royalty, most likely, but some of them are crumbled to dust. Many of these beautiful statues made of quartz and beautiful gemstones, all of them drained of their magic, of their beauty. It seems since you've last been here, Ember, the world around Hell itself has devoted into ruin and pure chaos. Just nothing seems to be happy anymore here. Even the smallest happiness you remember of this place, very small that was when you were last here, now just feels like a distant memory.
Okay.
You're standing before, and I'll say to you guys, you're all standing like around this area where Shadow is currently. And you're
What
standing in this...
Here.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
What in the here is this?
The Dragonborn is still next to you guys. And she's just like, well, you guys asked to get to the Crimson Kingdom. This is the Crimson Kingdom. Not my problem if it's a fucking rubble. She kind of walks over here to a cave entrance where her boat is and the green water. And she's like, when you guys are ready to get back to wherever you came from, I'll take you back. But if you're really going to keep doing whatever you're doing, I suggest going, and she points this direction, that way.
Is that where the Ash King is?
I don't fucking know. That's just where I've been told. Your best chances of survival are sticking together. Don't. And you do see, as she says this, there's a path. More like the stone itself is more smooth going this direction. And she states, whatever you do, don't leave the path or you will never come back. Have fun.
Okay.
Have fun.
Okay.
Kind of
Ember.
hard to have fun when you're in hell.
Balrin did specify you should take lead, as you're the one that knows this place better than anyone else.
All right. And I guess we're gonna go this way.
I'm assuming the party
follow.
follows.
Yeah, I definitely follow, but I know for a fact that I am just terrified out of my ass.
Okay.
Follow, but is loving the fact that this is just a wasteland. Like, he could smell the death and destruction that probably caused this place to be what it is now.
Yeah, oh no, definitely. As you guys are walking, you walk for about an hour, like good hour or so. You're walking the actual specific path you were told to follow leads into a cave. You enter the cave with ease. And surprisingly, the actual environment, despite the, absolutely being according to what you have been told, Cheese Touch hell being, hell isn't, it is not necessarily a full punishment, it seems. It seems that even entities that are maybe even somewhat decent individuals, like demons and creatures, even they seem to struggle here. It seems like a place of not just punishment, but also just like any other realm, a place where individuals and creatures live. And you guys keep walking for a bit, and you end up in a specific place. Ember, you know this place very well.
Okay.
It is a place you've been to before, not that one. Ignore that. That's not the one I wanted. Where is the map? Okay, we're having issues today. I
wow.
love my.
Okay.
It's not that. it's just being stupid. Apparently, I apparently have to go all the way back to here. There we go. And it should be right here.
Bro,
And
I
then
love your
once
home place. It tastes very good.
you enter a new place, a place you recognize, Ember, and I will fix it in just a second. Once it loads. Please work. Thank you. I just want my scene, please. I would love my scenes to work. Just this once. All right. There we go. It should work now. I have to make it larger, though, so just bear with me. Ember, this is your... God damn it. Come on. There we go. There we go. Now it'll be a little bigger. There we go. That should be enough. You enter a village area. This village is, best way to put it, Ember, you know them as they're called specifically the tablets, or specifically if you're speaking in English, they are demon villages where demons come together, especially demons that are not necessarily in the dealings of souls, but are just normal commoners, not royal blood, not people who are just do not do what other demons do. They're like the... God damn it, why are you doing this today? My maps are really just liking to toy with me. There we go. But no, they are essentially, in the best way possible to say it, in a place like that. I'm going to lose my cool in a second with these maps. This is the one time they decide to bug out. There we go. They are the equivalent of common places where both the souls of the damned, but also demons come together and just, wait out their time. And specifically, Amber, you know this place specifically because this is where your origin began. This was where you were, in a matter of speaking, born.
Okay.
Now, be that as it may, I'm not entirely certain lore-wise. Did you like your home? I do not remember.
Tolerated it.
You do see, it's kind of sad though, because as you're walking, you don't see, like you used to, Ember, you don't see anyone out, not little demon children playing, learning their first necromancy spells. You don't see, you don't see that old ass imp dude sitting in his chair, cursing at anyone that comes near his house because he found it funny. And you don't see anyone except for one individual. You see a guy. It looks like a demon. Their horns protruding from their head. They have snake hair. They're very interesting. Ember, you don't remember their name, but you do recognize them. They are a normal person in the village. They're just walking, dragging a cart of, specifically, it's just a cart full of water for the time being.
Okay.
You remember his name. Like I said, you don't remember everyone, but you do know his name. His name was Richard.
Okay.
And he looks very tired.
I remember him.
He's currently just like carrying this wagon of water, essentially.
Can I
And-
walk up to him and ask him what's happened around here?
You may try. You walk up to him. What do you say specifically, Amber?
Your name is Richard, right? I think I remember you from when I used to live here. Can you tell me what's happened here? It looks very different and empty.
He looks exhausted, but he looks at you, and his eyes all of a sudden go wide, and he's like, "You're alive? I thought you died. I thought he killed you."
No, I've been somewhere else.
Oh well, I gotta get back to work. He's like trying to drag this wagon of water. It's literally water, so you don't know why he's doing this. And he says, "You probably should go back the way you came. It's not safe anymore."
Why? What happened?
He kind of like, he looks very tired, but he looks at you and he's like, "Well, you did."
Huh? What did I do?
Oh my god, do you seriously not remember? Yeah.
No.
He looks at you and he's like, "All right, here we go." He puts down the wagon. He's like, keep in mind, Ember, one of the people you were connected to, the ones you cared about a lot, kind of was erased from your memories. So you don't remember this part. But he says, one of the royal family members and you got in an altercation and killed, and in the process of your fight, killed a lot of people. Unfortunately, after you disappeared, he kind of got pissed off, and he has made everyone either into corpses, or he doesn't think about us anymore. He's forgotten. But yeah. And he kind of looks at the rest of you and like, "Who are these people?"
I'll tell you who I am, Buster. I'm someone who wants to get the hell out of here.
Huh,
As soon as
that's an
possible.
understatement. Look, I don't know where you came from, but that is clearly an understatement. You shouldn't even be here in the first place. But I will say, I'm at least glad to see you have a mouth. He kind of looks at Ember like, the one thing I will say is I'm kind of glad to see you're alive. You used to be a really good person. You made a lot of people happy here. So it's good to see you're okay.
I wish I was back on different terms.
Yeah, well, at this point, I'm just glad to see someone else that's alive. It's been a while. So, well, I wish you luck. I had to get this water back to my home, so we have, water to keep us going. But, you know, if you ever need help in the future, feel free to stop by. I'm sure me and my family can help however we can. And he kind of just keeps going on his business. It's funny because as he's talking, Cheese says the only thing you could focus on, this guy had 6 eyes and he had, like, instead of human legs, he had tentacles for legs. He just kept walking on.
I'm just gonna call out to him real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Toasty rat being. Who here has caused this much delicious destruction?
The guy doesn't even answer and he just keeps walking. And he's gone.
We'll have this meat for lunch, breakfast, and then dinner. I do not tolerate such disrespect.
He seems to have other business to attend to, though. Ember, you see off in the distance something familiar to you, but you're not sure why. A castle. One that seems to, around it, have lava and fire. A castle made of pure crimson obsidian. You see the banners of the castle off in the distance, red lightning striking the sky. You know the castle. That is the Crimson Castle. The one that you were supposed to be at, but it appears you got stopped halfway. And Ember, your memories start to slowly return as you keep walking forward. You had a son.
Oh, fun. Okay. Yeah.
You had a son. His name was Larkin. You remember he was a good boy. You keep walking. Each step feels like a trip down memory lane. You remember how you had other people here, Capricorn, a very powerful demon himself. You remember all those who were like very close to you. Each and every one of them, sometimes, could be a bit of a nuisance, but they were always good people. Capricorn, you remember one memory in particular where Capricorn literally gave Larkin a birthday noogie because he was talking shit. You remember one night you were hanging out with Alaric. You brought him to the realm to enjoy and have some fun because it was a day of celebration in the realm. You remember how Alaric was so drunk that night he was dancing on the table and literally tripped, and the next morning he woke up had a drawing on his face because you left it on him. You even remember as you're walking, you see the stone, and I'll say it's like right around here, the large statue of the original ruler of these lands, Beelzebub, and how you literally drew a mustache on his statue as both an insult to him and just for shits and giggles. You see all these memories coming back very slowly, but still there. You remember how Larkin used to always ask why he was different from the other demons, and you always gave him the same answer, that he was special. You remember blips of the father, that the father was an honorable man, or demon, or angel. You're not entirely remembering what he was, but he would come and go, make certain you guys were safe, and he would always try to spend as much time as he could, but he would always go and take care of the bad of the world, always killed those who were vile and villainous and brought them here. And sometimes, you even remembered at some points, he would come home smeared in blood, carrying one of the skulls of his enemies. And you remembered how one night you told him it was not proper to carry blood onto the carpets of the house. And you remember also Larkin, when he was a little baby, summoned basically the neighbor next door, one of the souls of the damned. He became a zombie, and Larkin just used her as like a puppet for 3 days. Even made this poor zombie make him a entire cardboard throne. Larkin, you remember, was such a little wild squirrel, always crawling on the ceilings, causing mischief. But, Larkin was a good kid. You remember as well that Larkin also, as he was maturing, he is very kind. He was very noble, very honorable. You remember his first fight, like his first actual demon spar. A demon challenged his honor, and he full on slapped them in the face. And in an instant, everyone respected him. Everyone knew he was the next king. They knew Larkin was destined for good things. Larkin even was supposedly so fun as a ruler that you remember how everyone literally, when they crowned him the next king in the future, how they all, like, pretty much the entire realm of hell basically cheered and was in an uproar of happiness because they knew Larkin would eventually become king in the distant future, meaning there was going to be change, which was good. You remember that the person you were in love with that helped in the creation of Larkin was also just like Larkin, but he had his own failures, his struggles, his pain. You remember how a small glimpse of memories, but not his face, on how sometimes he would come home with scars and they would just eventually heal and mend themselves, and always elaborating how he felt like if he lost either one of you, things would just never be the same. And he kept insisting that you were his pride. You were the reason he kept his eternal damned immortality and kept pushing forward. He told you he would rise from the ashes themselves to ensure that you were never harmed. You keep walking, and you keep walking memory lane, some good, some bad. It is then you reach the small beginnings of the gates of the castle. You remember back when you were last here, there were trees in front of the castle, ones taken from the mortal realm by you specifically as a fuck you because you wanted to have trees in your kingdom. You remember you got specifically cherry blossoms, red ones, as you thought they looked funny, and you wanted to see how funny it looked in front of the castle. And they were actually very beautiful in front of the castle. You remember Larkin even planted one, and when it grew, it literally looked like a middle finger to the sky. Larkin was very much a jokester, but also a very good kid. It is then you see it, Ember. The reason why they kept telling you they had to erase your memories because it would be a scar. You see in the center, right before the door, a flag. A flag attached to a spear. Larkin's spear.
Okay.
Larkin, you slowly remembered. Larkin had gone out to face an opponent sent from the heavens to punish you guys for constantly forgetting that hell is a punishment, not a reward. He saw Larkin, just like he saw many others like him, as a bastard child, something that should not exist. You remember this lover of yours went out to also help Larkin, but in the process Larkin and his father fought this opponent, but this opponent you remember as Michael. Michael was always jealous of these two individuals, thinking of them as nothing more but bastards. They fought and kept fighting. Larkin, seeing that he had to do something, used his own powers and his soul to send a barrier between the realms of hell and heaven to ensure that no one else got hurt. But in the process, Larkin was placed within the spear, unable to leave, for if he leaves the spear, he opens the barrier again. And as you start walking past it, you remember who you fought. The Ashen King. The father of Larkin.
Oh, okay.
You keep walking forward. And as you do, the flag of Larkin, aka known as the Spear of Honor, suddenly the wind changes directions. Ember, you get a cold, frigid chill down your spine. You feel a presence you were hoping not to run into while you were here.
Can I do a perception check to see where they might be at?
Mm-hmm. You may certainly do so. I will even give you advantage because you know this person.
17.
Okay. One moment. I gotta stop something real quickly. There we go. You feel it coming up from on the highest tower up in the castle. Everyone else can feel it as well, this unnerving fear. Cheese, Touch, and Shadow, you know it all too well, the fear of imminent, the fear that makes basically your bones feel like metal, your skin feel like frostbite. You feel this unnerving fear, like you need to run, but you can't because your body feels paralyzed. As up in the highest tower, you see a pair of burning eyes. They slowly emerge and jump from that building itself, landing right here in front of the gates. It is the individual covered in obsidian armor and a black cloak. The one that killed your people, Shadow. The one that killed many of your corrupt family members, Minx. And for you, Cheese Touch, you don't know this individual, but you, from the last time you saw them, you felt that fear, and it is still there. And for you, Ember, you know them as simply a person you cared about that lost themselves to pain and suffering.
Okay.
The one who was always interesting to you, but always looking to the pain and never considering the good. Slowly, this individual stands up. I see you've come. I've been expecting all of you.
Hey, DM, do you think you could drink the characters by
Drink
chance?
Drink the characters. What do you mean?
Because if you look at the Owlbear Rodeo, mine is big.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Why are you guys so big? Hold on. I got you. Yeah. So the spear is there. The individual is there. Where are the other X's, of which I will put them down in just a second. He stands there.
I just instantly feel a bit of fury. You took Bumpy from me.
What's your point?
I want her back in one piece. Her vital signs better be crooked.
Are you threatening me?
All I'm saying is that you're messing with a man of the great ancient one.
Is that right? He looks at Shadow. I'm surprised your kind is still alive after what I did. But you look good.
Tasty as well.
Not as much as your mother.
A while ago.
Not as much as when I ripped your mother's head off.
I would have hated her anyways. I guess you will have to do instead.
He looks then at you, Ember. I wasn't expecting you to come back.
I wasn't expecting to be back.
I mean, you look good.
Thank you.
All right. Now, let's cut to the simple terms. Why are you all here, other than the packy?
Well,
You have something?
I would like...
I have something.
And we want it back.
And
You
what,
have to-
may I ask, do I have now?
You have Tiana's memory chip. We need it back.
Oh, yeah, that. That's a funny
So
thing.
long as I
You see, Tiana shouldn't have even been in this. Yeah. Tiana shouldn't have even been here. Should she have? She meddled with things she didn't understand. I simply took that as a sign of a threat. Fortunately for you, I still have that, but that's not the only reason you're here, is it?
honestly, I do not care about whatever they have going on. But I worried about very much. You took away the chance for me to slaughter on a scale unprecedented. Now I shall slaughter you in return.
Can you say that again? But in normal voice, I couldn't understand you. Sorry.
Got you. I got you.
I do not worry myself with any of these simpletons. However, you have taken something from me unprecedented.
Oh.
Death by massive scale by my hands. Now I shall have you as a tribute.
This individual suddenly smiles at you, Shadow, and says, "First of all, if you were so destined to kill your people, why didn't you just do it sooner? Or was it because you were too weak at the time to even do it?" He looks at Cheese Touch. And you, acting so kind, so high and mighty on your little pedestal that your creator will protect you. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but I don't think in this kind of situation you know what you're getting into. You see, you're in my home now. I don't care about your gods. They don't care about me because they know if they do anything, I'll just eradicate them myself. But what's funny to me is you. Oh, you think that's funny, do you?
That is so rich from a monster like you.
Monster? Oh, that's rich. I'm gonna enjoy this. Kind of just simply, like, cracks his neck. You know what's funny, Neanderthal? Many people have said that how many times that I'm a monster, that I'm a bastard, that I'm a killer, that I'm a demon. But yet, every time I did the right thing, it was always the same. Ever wonder if in reality you're the monster? Maybe I just did what I was programmed to do. Maybe I just had enough of the bullshit. You see, I'm tired of people pretending I have to bend to their wills. I don't have to cut off my horns, my wings, my tail. I do not even have to fucking snap my fingers and take a chill pill. Because in reality, all I am is what they'll ever see me as. No matter what I say or do. You look at me as a monster, but in reality, I am what you made me. Look around. You think I ever wanted this? The damnation of my home? You ever think I wanted to hurt those I cared about? No. But I got tired. I saw humanity, the gods, all the people that say they are better, that they are good, act like savages, act like animals, and I asked, I begged, and I pleaded for them to show compassion, but no. They wanted nothing more than to slaughter us. And you, he looks at Ember. You used to be
Me?
just like me. I put my heart, my soul into this place, and you used to help me. But yet you stand here right now and act like you're with these individuals. That you think that by helping these so-called friends of yours and these celestial entities that everything is going to be better. What did they offer you? What did they give you that you already didn't have?
That's not a discussion for you to know.
Well, I suppose that's fair. Though last I checked, I didn't have to take orders from anyone. Might I ask, though, this, Ember? Do you really think I would have done any of this by my own intent? Am I wrong to be tired? Am I wrong to be angry about the loss of our son?
I just instantly feel surprised at the sight of that. Wait. You and the spider fucked?
Cheese Touch, as you say this, you feel something creeping up your legs. And you look down and you see your legs are turning into stone.
What is this?
Watch your tone. Answer the question, Ember. Am I wrong?
No, I suppose you're not.
Well, the last time we had a chat, I think the words you said exactly to me were, I should not be doing any of this, because in the end, there was still a chance of hope, right? Or was it specifically a different word? I can't remember exactly. Mind repeating them for me?
Nope, because I don't remember what I said.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Your memories. How unfortunate. Now, I'm going to make this clear to all of you. I don't have any obligations to any of you. You want the knife, you want the chip, then you have to go through a little bit of a trial. My trial. I want to see each and every one of you beat an obstacle of mine, one that I make. Who's first?
I will.
They'll just step. Oh.
You. She said your legs are still stunned, by the way, so you can't move.
Okay.
You wish to go, mortal?
I'm well aware I
Go on, hurry up. I don't have all day.
But yes, I wish to go.
All right.
On the topic of going, could you by chance please unstone my feet?
He does so. And lets you step
Much
forward
better.
if you choose. Do you step forward, Cheese Touch?
Yeah, I step forward, but I am just praying to the great ancient one that he knows what he's doing if he's willing me to go there.
This individual simply stands there and snaps his fingers. And suddenly, you guys watch as Cheese Touch just bamfs out of existence for a moment.
What?
Cheese Touch,
Yes?
you are taken to a new place you've never been before.
Oh boy.
Cheese Touch, what is something your character is afraid of?
Again, it's something that I also am afraid of, but unfortunately am not going to deny is inevitable. It's the extinction of humanity.
You are taken back to that same place. The one where you killed irradiated humans. But now it's different. There is a labyrinth, a maze around you. And standing above it is this individual in their armor, arm on their hand under their chin, just looking at you, sitting. You know, I like your spirit. I remember someone just like you. Very kind person he was. Then he slowly lifts a skull of what looks to be like a dog-like humanoid. And he's like, you know, I really miss this one. And then he crushes it. And he just puts it down. And he's like, all right, your task is simple. Find a way out. Or you're stuck here. Have fun. And he disappears.
Okay. I would like to know exactly how I would be getting out.
One moment, Cheese Touch. Shadow. You watch as Cheese Touch just bamfs out of existence, and then the individual returns without Cheese Touch, and he's looking at you. You said you wanted to go next, yes?
Know what I want. Go to the demon rat first.
No, I think I'll start with you.
Alright then. What's your challenge then, meatbag?
You have to fight my pet.
Your pet?
He snaps his fingers, And Shadow, you're taken to a place you've never been either. You see a cave. And you immediately recognize it. It's a replica of the place you were imprisoned in for thousands of years when you were in your robotic form. And even worse, this individual put you back in you're still in control, luckily now, but you're in your robot metal flesh form again. And the worst part is you hear a familiar sound. Footsteps slowly getting closer and closer. You hear the sound of a strange noise. One you don't like. One that killed you, actually. It's getting
The
closer.
cat is just smiling at this point. He is loving this. He's loving this a little too much, actually. He's like, oh, yes.
Minx, it was next. Shadow is not with you currently, Cheese Touch.
I know, but I'm doing this out of character, like out the story. Shadow, I'm not gonna lie, you are a really effed up dude. Well, your character is anyway. I don't know anything about the real you, though.
I'm letting you know right now that is all in intents and purposes. He wanted to be an absolute menace, and I was okay with it.
Okay.
I like playing villains.
Yeah. Minx. Minx is currently, as the other two are bamfed out of existence, only Minx and Ember remained. And this individual merely looks at Minx, smile, like, you can't see because of the mask, but it seems to have a more arrogant look and snaps their fingers. And they go to some unknown place as well. Now all that remains is this individual and Ember. The figure does not
I guess
say
it's
anything.
time to get it over with.
Get what over with?
You've bounced them wherever. I guess it's time for us to do that too.
Oh, that, yes. Well, it'll keep them distracted for a bit. I was going to give them the things they wanted anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm just having some fun. Is that so wrong? Anyway, how about we have a little chat?
Let's then.
Snaps his fingers and you enter a room, Ember. A room you and this individual used to call home. Beautiful paintings. Many people that were family for you guys. Individuals who, some died, some of them still live or are lost to the winds, just like you guys. The individual in the mask, in the armor, simply waits for you to say anything.
Well, you said you wanted to talk. What is it?
I apologize. I was assuming you would start, but I suppose since it's been so long, you would like me to speak first.
Yes, because I assume you're also probably behind why I don't remember a lot of things.
Unfortunately, no, that was not my choice. You see, the gods tend to play tricks, and I was not very fond of it when they erased your memories. Not gonna lie, though, it's kind of nice, because then that means you're not going to be aggressive immediately, which is good. I'm just happy you're alive. How long has it been, do you think, since we last spoke? That you can recall, at least.
I don't know, maybe 100 years?
No, sadly not. That would have been fun, though. No, sadly, it's only been about 28 or so. Give or take. Still, I might say you look good for your age, Amber. Sorry that I had to get a little theatrical, but I've been tired. And plus, I never intended to harm your friends. But, you know, sometimes I have to get a little aggressive. Speaking of, how's Alark doing? I heard he was unwell.
He's apparently missing.
He kind of smirks and just, well, you can't tell he's smirking, but he like taps one of his metal clawed gauntlets on the mask. He's like, lost. How unfortunate for him. I'm sure he'll come back when he's ready. How have you
I'm sure
been?
he will, if he's able.
Oh, if he's able. I'm sure he'll find, and he kind of, you do see, despite him wearing the helmet, you can see this individual's fiery eyes, and they kind of roll. He's like, I'm sure he'll find a way. He always does. I suppose you want me to remove the mask.
If you would.
This individual kind of just sighs, clearly knowing it's either going to go one of two ways, and just removes the helmet. 1 second, I'm changing the music again because it keeps cutting out. I don't know why it keeps doing that. You recognize the face, Ember, of course. It's none other than, specifically, your once one of your very close family members, your lover, but also, in a matter of speaking, your best friend, one of your best friends. If that'll let me, hold on. It is Valcor.
So it's you?
I'm sure by now your friends are starting to figure out the pieces of what they need to do to escape. Cheese Touch, meanwhile, you begin to piece that this is a maze built specifically to challenge your dinosaur knowledge. Specifically, a food chain. You have to find, in total, 4 statues. Each is designed to look like different on the food chain. You have the scavengers that pick the bones clean of the dead. The herbivores, which is in the shape of a baby statue of a Pachyrhinosaurus, just to toy with you. The scavenger token statue is of a little compy. The third is of the mid-tier carnivores that scavenge and will steal from bigger carnivores. This one being a Gorgosaurus statue. And the final one, an apex, a king, a T-Rex statue. You have to find all 4 and bring them back to the center and place them in the order that they are meant to be in. If it is incorrect, you will have to do it again. But there's a catch, Cheese Touch, as you hear the sounds of similar to the large beast you saw earlier, but a little quieter, chuffing sounds. You know them immediately. Utahs. They're in the maze with you. Shadow.
And something tells me that the Utah Raptors are not my Raptors.
They are actually surprisingly scientifically accurate. You get the sense of the sounds, the feathers in the labyrinth that you can find. You travel, and you notice. Roll me a perception check. Cheese Touch.
Okay, time to roll perception. Hopefully I do well.
Mm-hmm.
Total of 6.
I will say, no, you have advantage, as this will be something you're knowledgeable in.
Oh, so I get to roll again.
Yep, go for it.
20 total.
You notice blood X on certain parts of the maze, and you understand immediately there have been people that have come here before. And you understandably realize the blood X's are to help you, actually. That whoever came before you that sadly did not make it marked these off to warn you before they died that this is not the way to go. Shadow. Shadow.
Yes.
It is strange. You're in this cave. You hear the sounds of the creature that attacked you earlier, killed you. You see the shadow of this creature in the cave just in front of you. But as it slowly emerges, you see it is older than the one that had killed you. There's a chain collar around its neck, and it looks different. It's an albino one. And it crawls towards you, not injured, but clearly tired. Or not necessarily tired, but maybe it's a younger one, maybe perhaps not fully matured. And it seems to tilt its head towards you, looking at you. Its eyes, instead of yellow, are red. And it makes a chuffing noise towards you. And because somehow it makes a noise sounds like a cat, and you understand it. Father, it says. You start to look around, Shadow, and you see other robotics identical to you. And you suddenly realize this is a loop. You've been here again and again and again. You've killed this creature over and over and over again. You've been here now 20 times. This creature, every single time, did not even fight back. It saw you as a parental figure, as it is the first creature it imprinted on.
Shadow just at this point, weirdly out of character, just places his hand upon the creature, almost like showing that it kind of understands him in a way. And then he kind of comes closer to it. Creature, son, you shall call me by my real name. And he just kind of whispers to the creature, not really being able for anything or anyone to hear upon its real name.
It acknowledges this and even seems to try to say shadow, but it doesn't know full cat language. It seems that this creature had learned a little bit, but not enough. But what is interesting about this shadow is you place your hand upon it and you realize this Ashen King did not, or Valcor, but you don't know this. The Ashen King did not place this creature there, someone else did. And it seems the Ash King sent you here to specifically learn a lesson that is sometimes killing isn't always the answer. And it seems this creature is a representation of what it can best describe as seeing you and how you want to be your own free decisions, to make your own choices. And that this creature that is chained is to represent your chains in wanting to break them. The choice is, do you kill your weakness, or perhaps do you break the chains and make your weaknesses into strengths?
I take a look at this creature. I take a look at its chains. And I grab the chains of like whatever like is holding him there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, son. And I just start laughing as I kind of pet the creature, comforting it. Before I grab my sword, aim it at the chain, and I stab the creature while laughing.
Death shall be upon my hands. All things will fall. I will kill everything and everyone that breathes, that thinks. That is my food. That is my nature.
Interesting. All right. Shadow. As soon as you kill the creature and speak these words, all memories are erased again and you're back at the start. The creature comes through the cave again, says the same thing again. Now, Ember.
Yep.
Valcor is standing there, still wearing his armor, but not the helmet. He kind of just... You notice in his eyes that he's definitely tired and he's definitely very sad, very angry, but he's very much, he's very much still feels like it was his fault. I'm sorry I couldn't save him.
Well, I'm sure whatever happened, you probably had a hand in.
I did not. Larkin was important to me as well.
Hey, Valcor.
Yes, Minx, welcome back.
I'm passing out over here. Someone call it for me.
All right, no worries.
So
I figured after like almost an hour of not hearing from you, you were probably knocked out. So, all good, dude.
I'm sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah, I will elaborate what happened later for you.
All right. I'll fill
Bye.
everything in later.